I tried out Instacart. And that's, y'all can have that, honestly. I tried it out because why not? I mean, everybody doing it. Everybody's doing all the the Instacarts and I couldn't do the Uber. I don't really like people in my space, but the DoorDashes and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure that it's not built for people with like anxiety and like ADHD, because like I started doing it and then it's only been a couple of orders. And like right now I'm in a space where I'm trying to build up orders and the app started messing up. So like I'm waiting on stuff. There's a timer on the app. I don't like a timer because that already gives me anxiety, because that means it's counting down to something I'm supposed to be doing. And I like to win, so I'm not beating the timer, so I got an attitude. So the timer going and I'm not making my stuff on time. Then the app get locked up and then I can't get the customer service and I'm trying to do all the things and I'm panicking. And I end up talking to my cousin who also does it. And he's like, those people don't see that timer, which I should know because I ordered from Instacart. But I'm thinking in my mind, they going to take their tip away. All of this is stupid. I've realized I don't like working for other people. And I'm having a hard time. So like kind of fuck y'all. Because I was waiting for it to be past at least a minute into the podcast for me to say a curse word. Mm-hmm. But fuck y'all, you raggedy, hard-working ass bitches. Because I don't like to work hard. I've realized that. Comedy is different. You talk, you say stuff. I mean, it's hard. Like, you can't just do comedy. But I don't like working hard. I don't like working for other people. I don't like nobody telling me what to do. I don't like nobody putting me on a time limit. I don't like none of this shit. I think I'm okay. I think I'm fine.
That was a lot.
I think I'm okay. I don't like... I was trying to like do it, right? And then like another Instagram, because I think it's like a look that we all have. Well, I go out looking like I'm about to rob somebody. But there's like a look, and I said I've got like 5 orders. This guy sees me looking for something, and he sees that I'm like in distress. And he's like, what you looking for?
He was trying to holler?
No, he knew I was in, because he was looking at his phone too. He had an Instacart. His phone was up.
Oh.
And then he saw me looking crazy.
Yeah,
and
that's
my
all
phone
I heard
was up.
was another nigga.
You saw me when I left this house.
What that mean?
You could barely tell I had titties with what I had on today.
A man will holler at anything.
Yeah, it was anything. And I would have been like, shame on you if he would have talked to me. So I couldn't find the shit. He helped me find it.
I'm going to help you find this and maybe I can.
No, he literally was just like, what are you looking for? And I was like, I'm looking for Coke Zero.
Oh, I thought you was looking for my number.
No, he said... How many ounces? He said, how many ounces? And I was like, 12. I said, maybe this is it. He was like, that's too big to be 12 ounces. It's got to be somewhere else. And then he looked and he said, I don't see it either. But then I saw it. And either he wasn't really looking and his order about to be fucked up, and that's why we don't have male Instacart shoppers anyway, or he just didn't see it. But people be working hard. I saw other people, they had tags on them because they were like veterans. They had been doing this shit for a while. They had like the sign on them that said like Instacart shopper, like respect me. And I saw them zooming. They didn't make that sound, but it looked like that to me. Like it was in and out the aisles. Some of them things they like give you exactly in the aisle where it is. Some stores don't give a fuck. They say, here, bitch, let loose. You know how to grocery shop. You know where the eggs are. You know where the cheese is. Until bitches start getting stuff that you have never ordered in your life. This is also fucked up. I'm sorry. And this is probably why I can't do Instacart. I got an order where it was like it was 56 items and there was one vegetable and it was a ball of iceberg lettuce. And then I pulled up to the house and I was like, I get it. And that's fucked up. And I'm a good person, but I'm already frustrated because I'm late with the order. So I was judgy when I went into it. I was already judging the order. I'm going through the order. I'm like, come on, y'all can throw something in here. You know what I mean? A collard green, a spinach, throw something in here. I'm judging the fuck out of the order. And that's why I'm not doing it no more. That's why. Because I was also sweating in the store that day. And oh my God, my phone died like 3 times. I know y'all don't give a fuck, but I'm sure somebody else does Instacart on here. But like, I did 10 orders. I'm good. I'm cool. I say that, but I might go back out just because it's something to do. But I don't think I can do that. Then I ended up in cities I don't even venture to usually when I'm like home, because I just be home. But I'm not looking at the mileage because I'm new. I don't know how to look at that shit. I just see the amount of money and I'm like, sure, I'll go do that. Okay, it's fine. That's it.
Well, yeah. I thought I was going to have something for you, but I don't. You just sound frustrated.
I'm very frustrated. Like, yeah. I stopped working for people a long time ago, and I haven't been in that situation in a while. Because they're kind of like your boss, like a little bit. You kind of like they butler or some shit. Like, you're going and personal shopping for them. And I don't like working for people.
Okay.
Nobody was mean. Nobody had attitude. It was me. I had anxiety because I wasn't doing my best because I didn't understand what the fuck I was doing. And then I'm like late because I can't find shit. And I'm like, oh my God. But they didn't send me out here. I did this. So whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I know you don't understand. It's okay.
It's J-Rod.
Kristen Sivills.
And then we the podcast, the fastest growing podcast in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, I don't really have a horn.
Oh, right. All right.
I was going to try to have a horn for y'all.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to catch my breath from the rant, if we being completely honest. But hey, Atlanta, we know we fuck with y'all. Y'all know that. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
You usually have something to say by now.
I don't have anything to say about an Instacart.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
There's nothing. I don't know why you're doing it. So
it's something to do.
Okay.
I'm in the house all day. It's something to do. I'm in the house. If we work in the house. We don't work outside the house. So I'm like, let me go out. Why not? Why not shop? I go to Wegmans every fucking day almost. I'm always in the grocery store. Why not shop? You could go do that for somebody. And then I don't want to do it for anybody. And I'm sorry that y'all have to do it for me when I order. That's why you got to be in the service industry to understand the service industry.
Okay.
I think everybody should do some
I always
form of
hear
service.
that, but
yeah.
I don't know if I would have understood certain things more if I worked in the service industry.
I know you. And from the way that you were not tipping when I first met you.
No, but I didn't tip not because of the service industry or anything like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you were in the service industry, because I bartended, I served, I did all hostess, I did everything for years. You go into it with a different mindset.
Nah, anytime I went into a restaurant, I was broke. I didn't even want to be in a restaurant to begin with.
I'm like, why do y'all gotta stop going to restaurants broke.
Listen,
go.
I didn't want to go, but sometimes you get forced.
You get forced to
go to restaurants, yes. When you are in relationships or you have friendships, sometimes you get forced to go to restaurants when you don't want to. And I was broke and I ain't have nothing to tip. I didn't even have much to eat.
But this is the thing is like, this is the attitude you had about tips when I first met you.
Yeah, broke.
You were in your 30s. So
broke.
Every single time you went to a restaurant, you were broke?
Yeah.
Every time?
Hey, man, it's been a hard life. I'll talk about that a little later.
Every time?
Every time, B. And when I wasn't, I gave a good tip.
No, you had the mindset of that's what I'm saying. Every single time you went, you weren't broke.
Listen.
Every time you've ever gone to a restaurant, you weren't broke. When we started dating, you still had a mindset about tips.
Listen, if you've been in jail for years and you come home and somebody says, I have a mattress for you to lay on, you gonna be like, I mean, the floor's cool too. I'm used to this.
No, you have to explain that analogy a little bit better for this current situation. My mind is not there. What?
All I'm saying is you get used to something, and even when a better situation presents itself, you're still used to what you're used to. And
that is why
I had you.
That's why I'm saying, regardless if it's me or you or anybody, if you've worked in the service industry, regardless of what you're saying,
right,
you still understand it a little bit better.
No, I felt bad every time I couldn't tip well.
I know, but I'm saying this is for anybody. I understand what you're saying. But when you've been in the service industry, you also understand that people come in and most of them service, I don't know if it's still this, but the base pay was $2.13 an hour unless you got tips. Like, it's stuff like that. Like, you understand what they've gone through for you to come in here and sit in their section to take up space where somebody else could be tipping them more money. That's why when people, and it doesn't happen with everybody, a lot of servers are very judgmental. It's fucked up because they don't know. And I've experienced it coming in as a patron where they can see a black person sitting there and be like, they ain't gonna tip shit. But it also would happen if you sat at a table that was supposed to be for like 4, 5, 6 people and it was one person that took that space up. They'd have attitude because they'd be like, I'm supposed to be making this amount of money and one person sitting here. Even though you don't know what they're gonna tip. But like those kind of things are the things you think about when you go into a restaurant. Like, you know?
Nah, man. Like, at the end of the day, I mean, I understand all that, but I think as someone with common sense, I know that you want a good tip. And if I was in the service industry, someone with common sense would say, well, I don't know what's going to happen. Each person is different.
Yeah. Yeah, but also that's not fair to the people that are there working.
What do you mean? What's not fair?
We know that going in. Like, we understand that everybody is different. Nobody's going to tip the same thing. But it's also like, if every time you go and you just like, well, I'm just going to be the nigga that's not going to tip. Like, that's kind of unfair.
I tipped.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. Tipping is good. Some people just won't and just be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, okay. It doesn't
Make it sound
matter.
like I didn't tip.
I saw the...
I tipped properly. You wanted me to tip more than properly.
No,
you
I
wanted me to go above and beyond.
No, I didn't.
Because you were in the service industry and you understood what these people do. Or you didn't want me to ask for a superior experience just because you didn't want to stress out a service industry person.
Well, I am guilty of doing that sometimes. It's not superior experience. It's sometimes you do a lot and it's like, you don't have to do all that.
I don't think doing a lot is asking for clean silverware.
I didn't say anything about that.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, I don't think I did a lot at all.
There are some people that go and everything is like,
oh no, facts.
Like,
yeah.
they'll ask for one thing, they'll come bring it to you, they'll ask for another, and they just keep doing that. There are those people that are like not considerate at all that they might have other tables. And then you just like, well, nah, I mean, I need this and they serving me. And I get that. That's what they're there for. But it's also, sometimes you can go overboard and be like, God damn, like, it's still their job at the end of the day. Like, they're still trying to make sure they give you a good experience, because if they come back too late, you're going to have attitude. And it's like, okay, well, the customer also has a certain responsibility to just be aware, you know? I think so. That's me. I die on that fucking hill. I understand, but...
Okay. Let's get into my favorite part, man.
Okay.
Bitches love lists.
Yes, another list has come upon us on another week. And this week, we are talking about the top 6 games we used to play as kids.
That excitement don't even sound real.
What do you mean?
It's about games. You don't even sound excited. It's about games.
Okay.
You got attitude? Because I said you don't sound excited about games?
A little bit. I didn't know I wasn't excited.
No, I'm telling you from a person that loves games that I wouldn't want to play a game with you right now, is what I'm saying.
Well, growing up, not everybody wanted to play games with me, and that's fine.
Why?
Because I was different.
The different people are the most fun in the games.
Nah,
what are you talking about?
Nah, son.
What do you mean? You didn't know how to play the games?
No, I knew how to play all the games. I just wasn't ever the person.
Were you trying to play with people that don't play games?
You ever been it?
Yeah, I've been it.
You ever been it every single time? You ever put your feet in the circle and they go da 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 and always find a way that you are it every single time, no matter how many people in there. Like, mathematically, that doesn't work. But yeah,
did you call them out?
No,
I was a very sassy kid. I was calling everybody out. Don't fucking play with me.
I wasn't a sassy kid, so.
Well, I'm just saying, and I'm a girl. They didn't treat me the same way.
Yeah. So games are different for me.
Do you enjoy games? No, you don't.
I do.
You enjoy like Face-10.
No, I enjoy Face-10. I enjoy
Spades.
Monopoly, Spades, Madden. I enjoy all those games.
Okay.
What I name 4?
I don't know, but you did say Monopoly, and
what's the matter with Monopoly? Monopoly is fun.
I mean,
as fuck.
it's fine. as a kid, I wasn't like going for Monopoly.
Why not?
Because I didn't want to do business. I didn't want to go to the bank. I was a child.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't want to do stocks and bonds and real estate. I wanted to play a game with colors and numbers.
They got colors and numbers
It's not the same. I wasn't trying to build an empire at 7. I did not understand why kids wanted to play Monopoly so bad. Like, I just want to live. I don't want to own the block.
I get it.
I just want one little house. Like, you know, I would play because like I wanted to be like the horseshoe, like some shit like that. Like that was, ooh, that's cool. I get to be this. But like, I wasn't trying to.
Okay. Well, you know, you was different.
I was the same. I was the same. But it's fine.
Well, I was different. But anyway, these are the top 6 games we played as kids growing up. Start with number 6. You want to start? I start. What's up?
You go first.
All right. Number 6, kickball. Now, kickball holds a special place in my heart because anything with bases, I was never really good at, basically baseball. But kickball was different because when I got to that plate and they rolled that ball, I knew, because of what you point out, my calf muscles.
They good.
I knew that I would have the ultimate kick. Oh.
Wait, you always had them calves?
Yeah.
For real? And they wasn't trying to fuck with you?
What you mean?
If I'd have seen them calves, I'd be like, that nigga be doing stuff. Like, we got to put him in the game.
Nah, not at all. Damn. Not at all. Not even in kickball. But it was all good.
You didn't really appreciate calves as a kid. I understand that.
But no, kickball was the shit, man. I used to love kickball.
I am going to tell you, going into this list from the introduction that we just gave, I fully thought we were going into like a trauma list for you.
What you mean?
You was talking about, I ain't really fuck with games with bases, and I was like, everything is going to be...
Nah, man.
Everything is going to be sad, and it's about fun and games. So, okay.
No, kickball was my shit. It's probably one of my favorite outside activities to do. Matter of fact, Taylor, for her birthday, said she was going to play kickball, and I was so excited. I'm mad we didn't go up for her birthday, man.
Did they play kickball?
I don't know. I never asked. But she said they was going to do it, and I was like, oh, we going to be there. First thing. Like, because I haven't played kickball since I was like, what, 10?
You can always play kickball. I didn't know you was that passionate.
With who? You need a whole team.
I didn't know you was passionate about it. I'm sure there's other people. It's not like something you talk about every day. So if you bring it up, they might be like, yeah, I forgot I fuck with kickball too.
You might be right, but I don't know if I got the people to play kickball. Because you gotta have people that can catch balls.
You gotta
pause. You gotta have, well, I'm talking about my friends.
Okay.
You gotta have people that can run bases. You seen Sellers?
You don't know what they do.
You seen Sellers?
Baby, have y'all ever been like, yo, let's play kickball? Have y'all ever played softball, baseball, nothing?
No.
You don't know what kind of games they like to play.
I've seen them play basketball, and that lets me know where their athletic abilities lie.
But kickball is different, I think.
Yeah, but it's not, though. A little bit. It's a different game, yes. Mm-hmm. But I've seen them run, and I've seen them catch balls.
Okay, so... And you could
I keep saying that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, but that lets me know that they're kickballing now, and I've also seen them bowl, which is rolling the ball.
I want to go bowling again.
I've seen them do all of those things, and my friends are just not built for kickball. Maybe your friends are.
Maybe actually, yes. I have some volleyball friends that were like,
that's not the same thing. You hit the ball.
No, but they do that
with a hand.
But yeah, but they familiar with handling the ball like that.
Yeah, that's handle. Now you got to be.
I don't think any of your friends play sports at all. That's what I'm saying. I have friends that play sports.
Okay,
I don't think any of your friends.
I have friends that play football.
You do?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They part of your close friend group?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some play football.
All right. Okay. No, it's fine.
Who else played football?
You said friends with an S too. I can name some.
Jay played football. I don't think he liked it.
He probably didn't.
I don't think he liked it. I feel like he told me he played it, and I feel like he told me he didn't like it.
I mean, at one point, if we be honest, all of us have played football.
No. I'm talking about like on a team.
We have played it, and I played football.
I'm talking about on a team, man.
I was on a team too. It was like my brothers and my cousins against the kids.
A real sanctioned team.
Yeah, man, it was tackling. They did all that shit. They did everything. I played too.
Oh man, but no, kickball was my shit. I just wish I could play it one more time. Man.
Okay.
One more time.
Well,
These are the top 6 games we played as kids. Number 5.
I'm gonna say hand games for the.
What the fuck is a hand game?
You like slide down, baby.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. Like
The one the girls played, but I used to go over there and play with them.
Yeah, me and you played slide a couple of times.
Yeah, I love slide. I love numbers.
You was losing. What is numbers?
Numbers.
See, I think that y'all had different games than we had.
Well, it's a little bit like spit and
spit and because I said what was spit and you told me.
Yeah.
What is it similar to?
It's the card game where you have 2 stacks.
Yeah.
And then you got to keep building the stack and everything.
My cousin told me how to play it.
Fuck. But anyway, it's the same thing with numbers and slide. It's almost the same game. It's just a slight variation. But it's the same thought. It's the same thing though. Like when I came down to Virginia, when I moved down to Virginia, I remember teaching people how to play spit and I remember teaching people how to play numbers. You know what I mean? It was the girls teaching them how to play numbers because I was still.
What's the other one? Shame.
Shame.
See, there's different versions of shame.
Okay.
Because there's like the one. Okay, so as I'm like remembering the versions of these songs, a lot of them were terrible. Why the fuck were we doing that?
Because we were kids.
There's the Michael Jackson one.
What?
Shame. I don't want to go to Hollywood no more.
No.
There's a skinny Michael Jackson at the door.
Now that was fucked up. That was something I came up with.
He would grab you by the hips, kiss you on the lips. I don't want to go to.
Because you was a kid.
That was fucked up. No. I don't know. I don't know why they said it. And then it was shame. I don't want to go to Mexico no more. There's a big
senorita at the door.
Nope.
If you pull her by the collar, wait.
Nope. See. That's a different one than I knew. All of these, I don't stand behind none of these. I'm just saying what mine was like. Big fat policeman at the door.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They'll grab you by the collar, girl.
Man,
you better holler. I don't want to
go to Mexico no more. Well, where the hell I get a big senorita at the door?
I don't know because you said that before, and I was like, we didn't have that one here.
I remember big senorita. I don't remember the end of it though, but maybe that's because we had a lot of Boricuas up there, man.
Maybe because and then. It was Down Baby.
Down baby, down the roller coaster, sweet baby. I never let you go. Chinny cocoa puff, chinny pow. Chinny cocoa puff, chinny pow. Grandma,
see?
I feel sick.
It's different.
She called the doctor. Wait.
This is a different one.
What you mean?
I don't want to tell you the one that I remember from my childhood.
What the fuck do you remember?
It's really bad.
What?
Because as we were talking about hand games, I was like, oh, this shit is terrible. What the fuck was wrong with us?
What do you mean? What happens after yours?
This is down, baby, down.
We got that part.
Wait. I like coffee. I like tea.
What?
I like the colored boy, and he likes me.
The colored boy?
So
wait a minute. See, that's that down south shit right there. Sounding like goddamn Joe Biden calling black people colored.
So step back, white boy. You don't shine. I'm gonna get the color boy to beat your behind. No stick. No.
What?
No stick at you. Wait. So let's get the rhythm of the head. Ding dong. Exactly, and that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know. Let's get the rhythm of the head.
Yeah. It was really bad.
And hot dog.
Yeah, it's really bad.
But damn, the colored.
Baby, I'm telling you what I remember from my childhood, and now as I say it out loud, what the fuck would the adults letting us do?
Fucking be racist.
I don't even know. I don't even know who first taught me that one, but we was just like, yeah, girl, down. Like we wasn't
y'all
really.
Realized y'all was the colored people?
No, as I'm saying it now, I haven't really played it with nobody.
But when you were young, you didn't realize?
Baby, I think we were just saying it. You know how some stuff is just muscle memory, and then you hear it back and you like, what the fuck is that?
Well, you know what? I get it, because that was like, what, the 80s, 90s?
It was
for you,
bad.
in the 90s. But your parents probably grew up in the 70s. Well, it wasn't called, well, your grandma.
I don't know.
She was called colored. Well, not really.
Shut the fuck up.
She was called white lady.
She's not white.
Oh, well, I'm going to need some papers on that.
You got to stop.
She wasn't colored.
Oh, my God. This is is a terrible episode already, and we 24 minutes in. But I'm just telling you a core memory from my childhood. Please, I know somebody else has heard that version, and it's fucked up.
I'm sure anybody below them down the Mason line.
Dixon?
Yeah, Mason Dixon. Yeah, I'm sure they heard it.
It's fucked up. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Whatever. Please just go to the next one.
But no, hand games was the shit though.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I get it. These are the top 6 games we played as kids growing up. Number 4. Oh, this is a good one. Hide and seek. Hide and motherfucking seek.
Hide and go get it.
I was about to say it was mad variations. Hide and go get it. Nobody ever wanted to get me, and they damn sure didn't want me to get them. So I never really played hide and go get it.
This is not a trauma list.
No, I'm just saying.
This is about games.
I'm just saying.
About fun.
Manhunt. That was kind of like hide and go, hide and seek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Manhunt was when you got a little older because you didn't want to say I'm playing hide and seek at like 9. So you had to say, oh, we playing Manhunt.
No, we were still doing hide and seek.
Really?
We would do hide and seek in the dark. That was like our favorite shit. Like when the street lights was off and we was still outside being rebels because we were supposed to be in the house.
Now this is real. Oh gosh. So growing up, there was I think he dead now. There was this dude named Ethan.
Okay.
And he made up this hybrid of Manhunt and Dungeons and Dragons.
Whoa.
And he would have like a stick and all that. He would walk around with a stick all the time. And he made the game and it was called Ethan. The name of the game was called Ethan. And my mother always told me I couldn't play with Ethan. Ethan wasn't my age. Ethan was like a grown man playing with kids.
Well, that's why you couldn't play with
But
Ethan.
I never realized why I couldn't play with Ethan.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, like at all. And some of my friends, the older they got like, oh man, I was playing Ethan, da da da. And Ethan seemed like, well, the game Ethan
seemed like a dope ass game.
The greatest fucking game ever. Like I used to look out my window like, I guess niggas playing Ethan again. You know what I mean?
First of all, what kind of legend you got to be to have a game named after you?
Or what kind of pedophile you got?
I mean, also, but did he touch you? That's the thing.
No, Ethan never touched me.
So if he just made a game up, that nigga might like games. Like, for real. Like, come on now. That's not fair. And that's what I'm saying. That's like when people be out here getting the miniature figures and you like, they weird. They like toys. That nigga might like games.
Yeah, but he didn't play games with people his age.
The same reason that you said I can't ask my friends to play kickball because my friends probably don't play kickball. You think they too old to play kickball. And you don't know, right? His friends probably was like, I'm not playing Ethan.
Okay, let's take that kickball. Let's take that kickball.
But wait, do you
theory.
think that Ethan's friends wanted to play a game named after him?
No.
They probably thought that nigga was weird.
So you're saying if I said, you know what, Kristen, my friends don't want to play kickball, I'm going to go find a couple of kids around the block to go play kickball.
Well, no, you got to ask all the adults first. You got to ask the adults first.
And that's still fucking weird.
But what I'm saying is if I had a friend that had a game named after him, I'm not playing his fucking game.
What you mean?
I'm playing. No, we are going to play hide and seek. I'm not playing Ethan. I'm not. I don't want my friends to play a game called Kristen. Like that's weird.
That's kind of fly. That's fly.
No, that's very self-centered.
But it's fly,
Yeah,
though.
but if I'm Ethan and I'm the adult, then of course the kid's gonna play. What they gonna say? I'm not playing Ethan. Hell yeah, you gonna play Ethan. Damn, that is like some Pied Piper shit.
I want to call my mother so bad.
Don't call your mother.
No, I got to. I have to call her real quick.
No.
I gotta call her because I just want to see what she gonna say, man. I'm curious.
This is fucked up.
I'm curious, man.
This is very weird. This is insane.
No, because I remember it so. Oh man,
it's such a core memory.
I don't know if it should be a core memory. Hey, Ma. First and foremost, you on the podcast, so don't say nothing crazy.
They can't see you, so don't worry about it.
Oh, because I was about to cuss y'all out.
No. Listen, do you remember the game Ethan?
Yeah.
Do you remember telling me I couldn't play?
Yes, I do. Now ask me why.
Why couldn't I play Ethan?
Because he's a
Say it.
I can't cuss.
Yes, you can.
Oh, he was a fucking pervert, the crazy bastard.
You sure he ain't just like games?
Nah, that motherfucker was old as shit playing with them young kids. Damn fucking pervert. Then I told him if I catch him playing with I'm fucking him up and that little bastard up.
Wait. But do you know all of the kids play Ethan at least once? I never was able to play
And-
Ethan.
Yeah, they mamas ain't know about it.
Okay.
See, I told you. See,
They mamas did not know about it because if they did, they'd have bust their asses too.
And back in the 80s when that was okay. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
you know what's so funny? I know your mother, and I hear your mother every day. But in the context of a podcast, your mother sounds like she should be on Everybody Hates Chris. Like she sounds like a character on a TV show, and I ain't hear it till just now because I'm used to her, and I'm like, okay, but I was like, they probably like, oh, she ready. She be ready.
Oh my gosh, man. But yeah, Hide and Go Seek though, that's a classic. And shout out to everybody, that played other versions of it, man. These are the top 6 games we played as kids. Number 3.
This is number 3.
Yep.
So I get number 1 too.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I did 2.
No, you didn't.
I didn't do 2.
Or did you?
I did do 2.
That was 1, 2, 3. No, it's number 3.
You sure? I did hand games.
Yeah.
And I did.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
So number 3.
I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. I was the family member that would make all my cousins do plays and dance routines. That's a core memory for me. Like, you're looking at me weird, but there's always somebody in their family that's like, hey, let's get together and do this. Like, I used to make my cousins dress up. I mean, I'm talking about hair, makeup, or wardrobe, or whatever. I would write them out a script and make them perform every holiday.
I don't think every family member has a dictator like you.
Or they had a cousin that would put together a dance routine and say, we got to perform this in front of the family.
Never.
You got to be lying.
Never.
I know a lot of people that did that. A lot. I've seen other people talk about doing that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, they were the one cousin that would be like, y'all, let's all get together, do this dance routine, and perform in front of the family.
Well, like I said, man, they didn't invite me to a lot of games, and maybe dancing, they knew how to have rhythm.
You didn't have to be invited. This was your family that did it. These weren't friends on the street.
Listen, friends, family, all them niggas thought I was weird.
No, because you was probably always singing. It's like, he don't need an extra show so he can be the star. Nigga always want to be the star. They probably put together dance routines that you wasn't a part of because you would have been in the front, and they don't have time.
No, I wouldn't have been in the front. I could not
You'd
dance at all.
you'd have been providing the soundtrack.
Yeah, exactly.
But they didn't want to make it about you. That's different. In your family, you was probably a star. So that's different. You weren't a star?
I don't think so. Not until a little later.
Okay. What? How late?
Like 11, 12.
Oh, but baby, that's prime age to be in the play.
What?
It was 11, 12 when my cousins. I was a little bit older. I had my younger
shit.
cousins doing it. Well, I started at like 8 or 9. I started then. I was writing out whole plays. I made them memorize lines. And for the holiday, you can ask my parents. Christmas, like Easter, Halloween, stuff like that, or when everybody was over, we would do a play based on whatever that holiday was.
So y'all niggas was like, y'all was real church people then.
No, it wasn't a church play.
Yeah, but
No,
like,
it was I would make a regular play. I have one picture. I have 3 of my cousins, and they was all in whole outfits. This was before Medea came out. I was Medea before Medea. I made my brother and my 2 cousins dress up as women.
you fucking bully.
They were young.
Fucking bully.
I was young too. I didn't know.
No, but you said you was older than them. You fucking bully.
But they didn't give a fuck.
You were. What's her name?
What?
Angelica.
But I was
Angelica.
Angelica. I was. That was me. Yes.
No, that's nothing to be proud of.
And I don't want nobody coming in here talking about y'all trying to amend. I don't give a fuck about what y'all saying. I was a child and I said I got roles and ain't enough girls here to fill them, so y'all got to be in the role.
Well, Shakespeare did that.
Yeah, I didn't make them kiss or nothing like that. They was just in the play. I needed girls, and they were fun. It was fine. It was stupid, and it was just regular ass fun.
What's the wildest thing you did to like a cousin or something like that, or a little brother, like to put like a prank on him? Wildest prank you ever pulled on him?
There was so many.
That's fucked up.
There were so many. One of them was I made them do a fashion show. That happened.
That was a prank?
Nah, that was part of just being my cousin or my brother.
That's fucked up.
My little brother, we woke him up in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. to get ready for school.
Oh, that's light.
Yeah,
that's light.
We've done that.
Okay.
Put hot sauce in his mouth while he was asleep one time.
That's light.
Like a lot of hot sauce.
That's light.
One time, I got my uncle to put on a Jason mask. My Uncle Kenny.
Fucker.
He put on Jason mask, turned all the lights off in his townhouse, and just ran through the townhouse.
That's fucked up. My dad did that to me, man.
He's insane.
He put on a Freddy mask. And I was terrified of Freddy. And I didn't see him come into the house.
Freddy is worse, though. Jason is just a hockey mask.
Yeah, but that's still scary if you're scared of the motherfucker.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm
shouldn't
saying?
do that.
Yeah,
Nice.
my dad came in the house. I didn't know the shit. He went straight into the bathroom. And we're in our apartment. It's a long ass hallway, right? And I'm talking to my mom's, and all of a sudden I hear, oh! And then he busts open the door with a Freddy mask, like coming for me, and I think I peed on myself. Like,
your daddy a big dude. I would be scared as fuck.
Which is weird.
And
because
how old were you?
I couldn't have been no more than like 6 or 7.
Oh yeah, he's huge.
Yeah,
compared to 6 or 7, I would have lost my mind. What?
My God. Like, when I tell you scared,
Yeah,
I've never been that scared in my life.
I can understand.
And I've been to jail.
Did you pee?
So,
Did you pee a little bit?
Oh, I'm sure I peed.
Oh, that's cool.
I am sure.
That's cool. I think I've told, if I did, it was a long time ago. Like my uncle, that same uncle has done all the pranks. Like I can't do more than he's done. Like one of my uncles, he shot a marble down his throat when he was younger. Like just slingshot. Bloop.
That's not a prank.
Yeah, he shot that shit.
That's attempted murder.
I'm talking about he bruised the fuck out of his tonsils. And then my mom said she was in her room one time. She came out the shower. She was in her room and he was hiding in the closet. And when she was turned around, he came out the closet and pulled the rug literally from underneath her, and she fell. He was
fucked up.
A fucking menace.
That's fucked up.
I haven't topped it. But,
I fed my cousin dog food.
well, that's.
Oh, they tried to beat my ass.
I mean, if we be honest, our son been watching the dog food commercial lately, and he see the ingredients that they put and talking about. I want blueberries. I don't know why I make them sound like Scooby Doo. I want oatmeal.
Yo, every time it come on, all the ingredients that they list, he be like, "Oh shit, that's what I need in my life."
And you be like, "That's dog food, but I want oatmeal.
I want blueberries." He got chicken.
Did you disguise it as something?
No, I told him it was something different. I was like, "Oh, this is I forgot what snack." I might have even told him it was candy or some shit like that.
Oh, I think we did something along the lines of that to my little brother with wasabi.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get your ass beat?
Nah,
because they tried to beat my ass after that.
Nah, he couldn't breathe. I felt bad.
What?
You know the whole little thing of wasabi they get you with the sushi?
Yeah.
This was before he knew what it was. And I was like, oh my God, that's my favorite part. That's so good. You should try it. And he put it in his mouth.
Why does this nigga like you?
I don't know.
Like,
honestly, out of our selection of siblings, I'm probably the coolest. So I would like me too. I'm pretty fun.
Oh, man. These are the top 6 games we played as kids. Number 2. Now, when I was writing it down, I didn't know how to write it because we always said it differently than how it's spelled. Mm-hmm. We always said, I declare war. Mm-hmm. So when I was writing it, I was like, oh, shit, the word is declare. You didn't put it together till
you wrote it. That's the first time you knew
ever.
It was
ever. Because I was like,
who the fuck did you think Claire was?
I don't know. Cameron and Caleb's friend.
They do have a friend named Claire. They do. You thought she was the inspiration for a joke for a game that came out decades ago.
But no, man, I Declare War was the game before Spades, before Uno.
Yeah.
You were playing I Declare War. It's your introduction to card games.
I don't even remember how to play it, but I remember wanting to play it all the time.
It's so simple. You high or low.
Yeah.
High or low. And if you both got it, you going to war. I declare war. And whoever got it got to pick up the pile.
Yeah. I'm going to play that tonight.
Yeah, man. I
might play
Declare
that tonight.
War.
I might play that tonight with the kids.
Damn, I used to love that game, man.
Yeah.
But that right there, like I said, it was before Spades, man. It was, and it came to mind because I went. My godmother came to visit this week, and I was over at my mother's house with one of my boys, and my sister-in-law doesn't play Spades, and he said it's pretty much like I Declare War. Now, I don't know how true that is, but when he said it, I was like, oh, shit. Why we playing Spades?
Wait, you was just hype about I Declare War.
Hell yeah. I'm like,
you wasn't even trying to put two and two together. You was like, oh, shit. He said I Declare War.
you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Hell yeah. I Declare War was the game, man.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
These are the top 6 games we played as kids. Number 1. I feel like this isn't a number 1.
It's not a number 1, but it's fine for me. This is for me. Heads Up, 7 Up.
I heard of the game. I've just never played.
The only reason it is a big deal for me is because we used to play it in school, and I loved playing it because it was like the time where we didn't have to do no work. We would play Heads Up, 7 Up. It'd be a study hall, or it'd be something like that.
Is that when you keep your thumb up?
Yeah. You put your head down on the table, on the desk, and then you close your eyes and you put your thumb up, and then someone comes around and taps your thumb. And then you have to guess who tapped your thumb or some shit like that. Or they have to guess something, like you got to guess some shit.
Okay.
But every time we played it in school, like we would play it in school and it'd be like a break from class. So that's why it like sticks out in my head so much. I used to love that fucking game. It was so dumb.
Y'all was so wholesome, man. Breaks in class, we used to go hard.
What do you mean?
Like,
y'all was beating on the table. Y'all was doing like when
Sister Act?
when Whoopi first walked in the classroom.
Completely.
They called me Frankie. Hey ho. That was y'all?
Nah, that was corny.
No.
But
You wasn't. You thought Frankie.
I thought that shit was corny. Back then?
Why?
Because that shit is corny.
Why?
Hey ho, Frankie. Hey ho. That's corny.
You mad because won't nobody calling your name like that?
Nah, hell
won't
no.
nobody like J Rod?
Nah, I wasn't J Rod back then.
Who were you? Just Gerard?
Yeah, pretty much, man.
That don't sound fun in a chant.
Nah, I didn't get a nickname until goddamn high school, man.
Was it J Rod or was it?
Nah, it was
else?
Scotty Mo.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Never mind.
Scotty Mo, because when I
mind.
came down, there was a dance called the
Yeah.
Scotty Mo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know, I showed people how to do the dance.
Okay.
The Scotty Mo.
Never mind. It's fine. It's fine.
These have been the top 6 games we played as kids. If you have a game that we should have listed that every kid you know used to play, then go ahead and put it in the comments, man.
It's a lot of games that we did miss out on, but you know, we only have 6 people. Everybody be like, y'all missed this, y'all missed that, y'all. We only have 6.
You know what's so crazy? We named 6, and our kids probably have never played any of them.
Any of them.
Why?
Hide and seek.
Maybe.
They play hide and seek because one time
Kids don't go outside no more.
Yeah, they played it in the house.
Oh.
One of the twins came in the room talking about, have you seen, oh, it's Cameron. Why I say one of the twins? The other one is Caleb. Cameron came in and said, have you seen Caleb? He's playing hide and seek. I said, I don't know where he is. He was like, okay.
It's so great. It's so cool to watch kids grow, because when they first start playing hide and go seek, their hiding places be dumb as fuck.
They be right there in the middle of the living room.
Right. But then when they turn like about 6 or 7, then they want to hide like under the fucking sink, and you like get your ass from all the goddamn toxins.
Now you're doing too much.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's how I'm gonna leave this box out a little bit if they play it again, so one of them can hide in the box.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brooklyn Bedding.
Yeah, shout out to Brooklyn Bedding sending us that mattress.
Yeah. How was your week?
It was a week. It wasn't a great week for me. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. How was your week?
It was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't have a really good week.
But it started being terrible because of you.
Please tell me.
It wasn't purposely. I don't know if it was on the Patreon or if it was on the last episode, but you made a statement at the end of the show that just completely fucked me up and put me in a depression that I haven't been in a while, and I haven't been able to climb out of it since.
Why don't you tell me things outside of the podcast?
What do you mean?
I have no idea, and I don't even know what I said.
I've been dealing with it, man. Because it wasn't your fault. It wasn't like I was
But you're not
mad
dealing
at
with
you.
it. You're not dealing with it because it was a week ago, and I'm just now hearing about it.
But it might have not been a week. Might have been a couple of days. Listen, I don't know. You were at the end of the show. You were talking about. I think it was the end of the podcast, as a matter of fact. You were talking
the regular episode.
I think so. You were speaking about how you drink coffee and that's your little joy in the day.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I had realized that I didn't have that, and I realized how joyless I am and how joyless I've been for a while, and not knowing how to recapture that joy or recapture any kind of joy. It really fucked me up. Or it's fucking me up, I should say. So this week has just been just crazy. I went to the doctor, went to a couple of doctors, felt old. Found out because I knew, but a lot of my foot pain don't be gout. It be other shit.
Well, how many things can you have on one foot?
It's crazy. There's so many parts of the foot. Mm-hmm. You can have mad joints.
That's what it seems like.
I get some good insoles, he said, to try to take some
everything.
Of the pressure. Because
at least 2 or 3 of them.
Well, what he said, and I thought about you as he was talking, he was like your calf muscles, man, they're so tight, they're great, but for walking and gravity, that's not good.
That's not good.
No, because I guess the tightness.
Well, what he wants you to do with them legs?
He gave me some exercises to do. Or an exercise.
Is that going to bring your calves down?
I don't know.
Well, I don't like that.
I don't know.
I'd rather your feet be fucked up. If they've been fucked up this long, you might as well just keep going. Don't take the calves away from me. Don't take them away.
But yeah, man. So so it's just been it's.
Well, I wish you would have told me that. My only thing with that is that I try to give you ideas, not for things that I think you will find joyful, but like just I'll say things just that could possibly help or try to bring something in, and you shut everything down.
You got to understand, man.
And I'm not saying that my joy is your joy, but it seems like even if I'm trying to help, because I'm only doing what I can do, but if I'm trying to even incite some type of thought process getting to joy, like something, you shut everything down.
Well, no, it like I was about to say, you have to understand that when you have lived a certain way for so many years, it's like a certain mindset, a certain, like, everything you do is geared towards something. And like, I don't know who told me when I was like 4 or 5. It's probably like a family member that didn't mean to do anything, but someone told me, obviously, that you got to work hard at whatever you want. Mm-hmm. And
that's a common thing to say. It's not anything out of the ordinary.
But when you're so young, you sometimes take things literally.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, I remember, matter of fact, I remember I was supposed to go for a commercial agent. I had to be about 5 or 6 years old. And I remember my mother saying, well, if you do this, you're going to miss out on playing with your friends a lot, and this, that, and the third, and I just want you to be prepared. You know what I mean? And she tried to prepare me for what was to come. And in my mind, I was like, well, that's not going to deter me because I want this more than anything. And that's been my mindset for my entire life, basically. Like, work and the things that I'm trying to achieve is not even tunnel vision. It's the only vision that I have, you know? So it's hard for me to, I think it's hard for me to find joy in some certain things, not because I don't want to, but more so because I've conditioned myself to think that whatever goal I'm trying to achieve at the time is the only joy. It's the only thing that's connected to joy.
And I'm not saying this like, and I told you so, but I've said that to you before.
Yeah, maybe.
I ain't no maybe. I've told you that most of what you do is centered on work. Mm-hmm. That is how your mind goes. That is the type of like, that's what you do.
Right.
But I can't say that I don't understand that, because I've also been like that with children, because I've been a mother for so long that a lot of what I do or have done for so long has been centered around children. I had to look at my life and realize that I was not happy with what I was becoming in that, and it wouldn't be good for them, because I wouldn't want to show them, you know, just me just spiraling or whatever. Like, I told myself I have to figure out a way to get back to who I am as a person and to find joy in things. Like, I didn't really notice that I was finding joy in things until someone else brought it up. And then I was like, oh, so maybe I have to continue to do these, because I'm just doing stuff because it's muscle memory. But I know that when I wake up in the morning, I look forward to making coffee. Like, I just know that's something I do. I wasn't thinking about it until someone pointed it out. And that kind of made me go, well, maybe I should find other things like that are joyful for me. Maybe I need to find other things that I look forward to just as much as I look forward to making that cup of coffee in the morning, or just as much as I look forward to watching Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune or whatever. Like, that part of my day is like, ooh, that's something fun. Like, I had to find that for myself.
Right.
And it's hard. I'm not saying it's not hard, but it's like we get so bogged down, especially about this podcast. And it's not y'all listening. It's literally it's the job. And maybe we aren't in spaces that we thought we were going to be in. Or maybe it's not doing the things we thought it was going to do after 7 years of this, almost 8. But you can't let that affect the way that you see everything in life.
It's just hard.
It's very hard.
Before this, it was something else. Before that, it was something else.
And the same thing for me.
You know what I mean? And I just don't, like you said, go back to. I don't have anything to go back to. Like, I don't know what it is to
have fun and enjoy things.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So, you know, that's definitely been
it's just something that you have to kind of teach yourself. It takes a lot of unlearning. I mean, you're 40 years old. Like, you've been like this your whole life. But you kind of have to make a conscious effort to do it or find something. Like, but the problem with you is your mind won't even take a break from work to find something that brings you joy.
And I can't right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what your mind is like. I don't even have a second to find joy because I got to work on this. But there are moments in a day where you can just take a moment, an hour, something. You play the game. You look forward to playing the game.
No, last time I played the game.
I know, because you've been concentrating on work, but that is something that you genuinely enjoy a lot, right? Is it? When you play, is that something that you enjoy?
Depends on if I'm winning or not. I'm just saying. You know.
That regardless, it's a small thing.
Right.
I don't win every time we play phase 10, but I like taking the time to be like, okay, me and him are spending time together. We're playing a game. I don't have to worry about anything else but this game. It's literally just a game. It's not life or death. I'm not getting paid for it. It's nothing. It's a game. It's a moment out of my day. To me, that is fun. That's a moment of joy. It might not take up my entire day, but if I'm stressed out my entire day, that affects my health more than anything.
Right. And I with the stress thing, I usually tell y'all I'm not stressed, and usually I'm not. I'm usually not stressed about a lot of things, but
I tell y'all I'm stressed. I tell everybody I'm stressed.
I've felt the pressures and stress over the last like month. You know what I mean? Like it's to a point where it's scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, today could be the last day. Like, facts. It could be the last day, B.
Last day of what?
Everything. Like, it's wild. So I say I like to say, this week has been crazy. You know what I mean? This week has been very crazy. But a good thing that happened, we went to go see Kev on stage.
Yeah, it's a weird transition. Because I've been equally as stressed, but I didn't know we was going to do a stress pod. So that's why I said, oh, I've just had a week.
Nah, I'm just, not, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we did go see Kev. We went to go see Kev on stage in Chesapeake. And it was him, Cletus Cassidy, and Alton Walker, and Tamra Jade, I think.
Oh,
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
I didn't know her
I think
name.
it's Tamra Jade. That is a hell of a show.
It really
If
is.
you, and I'd be saying like, I can't say hell because I'm talking about church show. But if you've been to church at all ever, it's a really, really good show. The way it is put together is an amazing show. Like, it's just everything. The production all the way around. Like, you get comedy, you get almost like an altar call at the end, which is hilarious. You get some amazing music. That girl in there singing her face off, and you get some amazing comics. But shout out to Cletus specifically only because like that's our homie, and seeing him at home, like I've seen him at home numerous times, and he's been on the road with Kev for a while, but I've seen him at home and worked with him, all that other stuff. But seeing that reception for such a big show, I'm so proud. It was so good. But they were all great. It's a really good show. I know I don't know how many other shows he has left, but if you get a chance, definitely go see it if it's not sold out already. But we had a good time. It was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun. And just getting out the house. And we saw a couple of y'all. So shout out to y'all. Which is such a weird situation to be in. To be at a church and having people saying, oh my God, we love y'all. Y'all are favorite. I'm like, hey, not so loud. Not in here. Let's go outside and talk about it. Not in here. But yeah, that was cool. I had a good time.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. It was a good time. All right, let's get into the question of the day. Pettiest argument you've had with a partner?
I don't know. I want you to answer this.
So I was thinking about it.
Because you came up with it and it had to stem from something.
I was thinking about it, man. I went to go get some eggs today. And I was cracking the eggs. And it reminded me of an argument I had with an ex. I don't have like a favorite place to put eggshells. But when I was with her, I used to put the eggshells in the sink for the garbage disposal. And she hated that. So much so that I had to convince her that that's what garbage disposals was created for.
What, eggs? Or
for eggshells.
Disposal?
For eggshells.
And she believed you.
She did. She believed me for a long time.
Man, that's dumb.
I've got you to believe some shit too.
Baby, no, that's stupid. No, you think you do, and then I realize it's fake. Why did you do that? Why do you fuck with people like that?
Because one, it's fun for me. But two, I had to win the argument. I
mean, if we being honest, I've argued with you about eggs.
Yeah, but you don't like me putting them back in the
because
carton.
Listen, if you have a clear case, because we usually get the brown eggs, whatever, and the case is clear. If I got a clear carton first glance into the refrigerator, if I see eggshells in every single place, I think that's a full thing of eggs. I will open that fucking carton up. It'd be 2 whole eggs in there. All the rest of them be shells. Nigga, it's a trash can. There is literally a trash can. That's what trash cans are for. Eggshells. Put the fucking eggshells in the trash can.
True.
You be pissing me off. The kids be mad because I don't know when to go buy eggs if I think that there are a whole bunch of eggs in there. I'm not opening it up all the time. I never had to do that before this.
You gotta open them up when you buying them.
Oh my God. But I bought them already. So I know what they look like.
Yeah, but you gotta open them up, make sure they there.
A petty argument that I've had with an ex. I mean,
it don't gotta be an ex, any partner. Like including me. Like a petty argument.
I mean, one that I have with you constantly is we've talked about that, the garbage thing.
Okay.
Taking the trash out. You leave the top to the trash can on the floor and it empty with no trash bag.
Okay. That's a good petty argument.
That's one. And I think I've had an argument. I don't know. I don't know.
It's so wild. Like you can have petty arguments with your friends and you just brush it off for the most part. But when you have a petty argument with your partner,
you stand in that.
Oh yeah.
I'm a stand in that.
Oh yeah. You mad. You mad for real.
Because you gotta apologize or I'm gonna be mad all day. Because them eggs be pissing me off every single day.
Oh man. Let's get into
or the toilet seat shit.
What toilet seat shit?
Because there's a whole bunch of boys in here. All y'all leave the toilet seat up. Like it ain't other girls in here.
I don't do that.
You do leave the toilet seat up sometimes.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Is it nighttime?
I've gone to the bathroom before and sat on that damn ring.
That's nasty. Is it nighttime?
Yeah, it's nasty.
Is it nighttime?
I don't know. I think it was at night. I didn't know what I was walking into.
Yeah, if I wake up out of my sleep to go to the bathroom, I'm
also in that room.
Yeah, but I'm not like I can't be held responsible for the things that happen while I'm barely awake.
I mean, if you make it a habit, then it'll just be muscle memory.
I do. I put it down every time I'm awake.
Okay. It's fine. I mean, we don't have to deal with this here, but it's fine. It's fine.
Let's get into your answers. Pettiest argument you've had with a partner. I asked this girl if she had ears and it was over.
What in the world? Did she wear hats? I don't understand.
Or she had really small ears.
Or she wasn't listening.
Yeah, but is that petty?
She wasn't listening. Do you have ears?
Is not listening petty?
If you ask me if I have ears.
That's a petty statement.
Which could also not be the right thing to say because I'm sure there's people out here with no ears. But what I'm saying, baby, it might be people out here with no ears.
Yo, why you say it like that?
Because there's all kinds of people. People are all shapes and sizes. There could be people out here with no ears, but if you know I got ears and you ask me, do I have ears? Then that is disrespectful.
You know, when you say
nobody, you're trying to be funny.
There are people out there with no ears. Just think of the Ninja Turtles. And I think about what if they had like Martin ears or something on them.
Oh, that would be insane. But why? Why did you think about the Ninja Turtles?
I don't know.
What? Where's your brain right now? Someone said we had an argument about whether or not spaghetti is a dish by itself or if it's just the main dish and come with a side like chicken or fish. I've always believed it to be a dish on its own. The big backetry is real.
Yo, it is a dish on its own.
Okay, and I don't know if this don't make me black no more, but I don't understand when people are like, I gotta have spaghetti with chicken or fish.
I've done it before.
I've done it, but it's a main dish.
Spaghetti is the dish.
That's what I thought too, but some people be like, you gotta have other stuff on the side.
No, but you kind of like that person though. Yesterday or the day before yesterday, she made hot dogs for the kids.
And I said, we need a side.
We need a side. I'm like, nigga, it's a hot dog. That is the main dish. That is the side.
When you go to a cookout, you get sides.
No.
Yes, you do. Baby, you've gone to a cookout and had a plate with only hot dogs or only hamburgers?
Yes. Matter of fact, had a hot dog and the side was a hamburger.
Were you on a diet?
No.
Baby, you gotta put something. It's
not put no fucking sides.
Potato salad, coleslaw, some beans.
No again.
Some what? Pasta salad, some something.
I don't need none of that shit.
That's insane. I ain't never seen no just crystal clear barbecue plate.
What?
Not just the white. You don't never see the white on the plate. You get a little styrofoam plate. That shit be covered up on the inside of the little the spaces.
You don't need sides.
You gotta fill the plate up.
You do not need sides at a barbecue.
What are you talking about?
Give me the proteins. I want a hot dog. I want a hamburger. I want a steak.
And
ribs.
a barbecue?
Yeah.
Yes, you do need sides. That's why they make the sides.
No, you don't need it.
They expect you to have it. That's why they make sides.
Because there are certain people like you that feel weird.
That means there are more people than the one person
and
that's
what kind of barbecue
eating.
are we talking about?
What you mean?
Like,
I forgot. New York don't really have barbecue.
Fuck you.
So I'm talking about
I'm talking about, are you doing a family reunion? Because if it's like a family reunion type thing, yeah, you got to have sides because that's like a meal that you're cooking on the grill.
It's a barbecue, but it has to be a family reunion for you to have sides?
Yeah, if it's a regular bar, like, yo, I'm barbecuing out today, baby. You know what I mean? I bet. I'll be over there. Give me a couple of hot dogs.
Baby, they make sides.
No, you don't got to make sides.
Yes, you do. Nobody is out just barbecuing meat with no sides.
That's bullshit.
Nobody is saying dinner is hot dog.
Yes.
Dinner is hamburger. Dinner is rib. That's dinner. No, nothing else. Nobody is doing that.
Yeah, man.
I have never heard that in my life. I feel like you just arguing with me to argue.
I'm not. I can't wait for this to come out.
Why?
Oh my God. Because they're gonna tell you.
What? That y'all don't have cookouts for real?
No, it's not about New York.
Okay. What? I'm just talking about a regular cookout.
A regular cookout.
When last time you been to a cookout? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, man.
A family reunion.
Family reunion, I told you, it's different. Because it's different. It's different. I'm telling you.
And it's also, it was in a southern state. Maybe that had something to do with it.
But see, it's different though. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's
I don't think
different.
So. Hey, if I cook on the grill, you gonna eat a mashed potato. I mean a potato salad.
No, I'm not. You might have that shit there.
You're not gonna want one. You ain't gonna want no deviled eggs.
Not if it's just a regular cookout. Like a regular Saturday cookout.
So you trying to tell me even if the side's there and you want them, because it's not a family reunion, you're not gonna eat it?
Once again,
you're just gonna be like, what's today then? What's today? A family reunion?
Or a type family reunion event. You know what I mean? Like
you make a potato salad like it's a family reunion.
But if you go, shut the hell up. If you go into like the park on a Saturday to cook out,
you bring sides.
You don't. You can. I'm not saying you can't. But you don't have to.
Who are these carnivore ass niggas that you was with? That was not at least making a little potato salad on the side.
You don't have to, man.
That's crazy. This nigga was out here with cavemen. What the fucking lions and tigers were you with? That's insane.
Listen, at the end of the day, yes, sides would be nice.
Macaroni and cheese is a palate cleanser. And don't you ask somebody. Ain't nobody gonna tell you different.
If a macaroni and cheese is a palate cleanser, I don't want it because that shit bland as fuck.
No, I'm just telling you, like, just traditionally, you gotta have something to break up all that meat.
Pause.
No, leave it there. Gotta have something to break that meat up. Gosh.
Oh gosh, what's the pettiest argument you've had with the partner? I feel like that was ours.
I didn't even know we had it until now. Podcast just brought out I didn't even know that about you. I didn't even know that about you. Oh my gosh. Someone said she pours milk before cereal, and that wasn't a big deal. But now we have kids. You're not about to have my children looking like weirdos walking through life.
Now listen, I want to be with him so bad. Like, matter of fact, that's my homie right there. But
what?
You ever tried it?
No, I've never thought to do
you
that.
You never put milk in before the cereal?
Nigga, I'm gonna feel like a cat.
No.
I ain't never put milk in no raw bowl. With nothing else? Just a raw bowl with milk in it?
No, you put the milk in it and then you put the cereal on top.
No, nigga, you Garfield. That's what it is. I'm not putting no cereal. I'm not. I'm not sprinkling cereal on top of my milk like a cold foam.
No, man. It keeps it crunchy.
I'm not doing that. No.
It keeps it crunchy.
But that's why I only put a little bit of milk in my cereal.
See, and then you missing out on the milk goodness.
And you gotta get specific cereal. I'm not eating all the. I don't like. They like Frosted Flakes. I mean, what is it? Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's fine for them. I need some granola in mine.
See, you cheating.
No, I'm not. I want the crunch to last.
They didn't have granola cereal growing up.
Yes, they did. They had Banana Nut Crunch. That's why I bought it.
They didn't have Banana Nut Crunch.
Yes,
when
they did.
Up.
I remember when it came out. When it dropped, when Banana Nut Crunch dropped, that was like my kind of shit. Because I always liked like crunchy like cereals and stuff like that. I used to want to try grape nuts, but everybody was like, don't really fuck with grape nuts. But when Banana Nut Crunch dropped, Blueberry Morning dropped, I was in there. Don't play with me. Are you Googling when it came out?
Yeah, man. 1994.
Okay, I was a child. What are you talking about?
I mean, you was more of a child than I was.
Yeah,
so, okay.
but I remember when it dropped. I had to have it.
Yo.
I remember, oh my gosh, when I was like, I got because it was a whole line of them. It was Blueberry Morning, which had more bran flakes in it than Crunch.
Okay.
And then there was the other one. It was like Raisin and Walnut or some shit. It was something like that.
Even all of those, man, because a flake gets soggy real quick.
I know, and that's why you got to know what cereal to choose wisely. Like
what about I want some Frosted Flakes?
Just like Rice Krispies? No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, nah, those are always soggy no matter what.
But when they came out with the Rice Krispie Treat cereal, I was game.
That was
I was all in there. Why? You don't like marshmallows?
Not really.
For real?
Yeah, not really. I can't eat like regular just marshmallow.
Not a toasted one? A little burnt?
Nah.
You ever had one? A burnt one?
Yeah.
With like
yeah, because I didn't fuck with regular marshmallows, so somebody said eat it like that.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
I don't like how all these bitches gave you different experiences before me.
What?
I wish I was there.
It was a female.
Was it a female?
Yes. But
yeah. Because I don't know any niggas that's trying to get you to eat marshmallows. That don't really seem like your boys.
Yo, my nigga, take this.
Yo, like, please, come here, just put it in your mouth, fam. Like, it don't really seem like your boys get together and say, he gotta have a toasted marshmallow before he dismiss all marshmallows. It's not really something you and your boys get together and do. I don't imagine any of your friends doing s'mores with you.
No.
Y'all not a s'mores crowd, huh?
No, not at all.
Damn.
Not at all, man.
Damn. Someone said, my daughter spilled water and we argued about how to clean it up.
What? How many ways is there to clean up water?
I mean, you might want to get it with a napkin. You might want to get it with a sponge, a towel. I get that.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Because you're the first person I met that cleans shit up on the floor.
So are all of these going to remind us of the shit we do in the house?
No, I'm just saying, you the first person I met that cleans shit up on the floor that's wet with a towel that you put on your body.
Because we don't really have a lot of like raggedy towels.
It don't matter.
So what I'm going to do with it? Just leave it there?
No, you get something.
But we don't have raggedy towels.
Napkins. You love napkins.
You have to make a towel raggedy in order to use it for raggedy shit.
No, you love paper towels.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Use some paper towels.
Sometimes we don't get the good ones, baby. You got to use more than you expected.
So what?
We got to use them for other things. We try to hold on to the money.
Man.
What's wrong with you?
No, man.
Okay. Somebody said, argue about why my booty call text message should have said, hold on, I'm trying to read it like them. Hold on. Arguing about why my booty call text message should have been said in a different way, and why his way was better, even though the only difference was a few words. Still pissed.
Nah, I get that.
I can understand that. He wouldn't come first.
I understand that too.
That's kind of funny though.
I understand that too.
That's funny. Because you will fuck for hours, and I'll be like, I mean, it's good, but I am also tired. And then you'll be waiting on me, but I'll be waiting on you because, you know, I'm competitive, so I'm trying to do more. It's like a race to the nut.
It's not a race. It shouldn't be a race to the nut.
No, it's because I like to win, and I like to see what you're gonna do when you do it.
Nor should you hold on to a nut.
Why? That's the best kind of nut to have. Because when it come out, it's great.
I mean, true.
So what you mean?
But you will hold on to dear life for a nut.
Because I'm trying to do something.
Me? What? No.
I got a job to do. I gotta make
my back hurt. My knees hurt.
Sometimes I am trying to. No, I'm lying. I like to see what you're gonna do.
Fucking ass.
It's okay. Someone said a phone charger. This led to her being arrested. So obviously there's more to this story. But when the police asked what the issue was, she said the phone charger.
Yo, what the fuck? Not
mean,
even a text message in the phone. The phone
the actual charger.
That's wild.
I mean, I almost get it.
What you mean?
Yeah, chargers are hard to come by.
You right. Where my charger at?
It's upstairs. I found my I forgot that mine had broke. I've been using yours like it's mine. I forgot. My first with my husband was over me washing dog beds before his clothes. Moment when the marriage was over. What?
Nah, I kind of get that, man. Well, I don't. Okay. So if you want to wash my clothes after you wash dog items, I need you to put something in between or run that shit by itself.
I mean, okay, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
I understand that.
But I've met people who have washed dog items with human clothes.
Yeah,
items.
those are the people that also let them sleep with them, and I don't.
Maybe.
I'm okay. I'm okay. We argued for 2 days.
Even though I used to let like my cat sleep with me.
I believe that.
Yeah.
We argued for 2 days on whether you spread the peanut butter on the jelly first when making a PB&J sandwich.
You know what? It wasn't until I was an adult that I realized that you spread the peanut butter first. No, wait. Okay.
Because you talking about because you're using the same utensil?
Not even.
Oh.
I only get the squirtable jelly.
You could say squeeze.
And I don't squeezable.
It's squeezable.
You're right. I like squirtable.
I know you do. I know.
But I only get the jelly that you can squeeze out.
Yeah.
I don't get jelly. I get jam because jelly is too hard to spread.
Because jelly don't shake like that.
Yeah, I mean, and also
I'm stupid.
I put the peanut butter on first because I don't want any jelly particles in my peanut butter.
Well, there's that. That's because you're using the same utensil.
Yeah, you're right.
But sometimes I would use a knife for the peanut butter and then a spoon for the jelly.
That's because jelly is so hard to spread.
Sometimes, yeah, stupid.
I hate jelly.
I get it. This is my mom. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell y'all. She said it's not petty. Smacking while you eat. My mother does hate that shit.
Yeah, that's not petty at all.
My mother hates that shit.
I understand.
Somebody said they argued over warming up food in the microwave. Maybe it was fish, and I can understand why the argument would ensue.
Why?
Especially if you're at work and somebody come and heat up some leftover salmon or some shit, and now you in the break room, whole break room smell like fish.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
It's not fresh fish either. It's day-old fish in the microwave, and it has a different smell than when you're cooking the fish.
The fuck am I supposed to do?
Eat that shit at home.
Nah, fuck that. I'm hungry. And this is with a partner. So
okay.
It's at home.
Maybe they work together. You don't know.
True.
We work together. I put too many raw onions in his salad.
Damn.
Well,
damn.
What, you ain't trying to fuck tonight or what? I don't remember the details, but it started with why he didn't wait in line to get me a chicken sandwich from Popeyes when they first came out.
Nah, I wasn't waiting in line for that motherfucker either. So I waited at least a week and a half.
That line was, I might have been in one of those lines. I think I was in one of those lines. What?
Nothing. Keep reading.
What?
Keep reading.
I think I was in one of those lines. My ex got mad at me because I wasn't on his side when he got into it with my little cousin. She has a mom. So he went out and slept in her car. I walked to the car about 3 a.m., looked at him sleeping. I start beating so hard and scared him. I wanted to laugh, but I had to keep a straight face, and we started arguing about how hard I was beating on his window on his car. Outside at 3 a.m., I was everything but the child of God. That's funny. That's funny. That's messed up, but it's funny. Here's another one. Every day when she gets up from work, she walks over to my gaming chair and puts her work bag on it. She passes the couch, the dining room table, etc. I asked her why she keeps doing that. She says she doesn't know and just to move it out the way. Find somewhere else to put your damn bag, woman. That's funny because I'm also one of those people that, like when we had the twins, what is the bed called? The crib. When we had the twins' crib. you know the kid bed that the babies be in. When we had the twins' crib, we put the twins in there, but I was putting other stuff in there. Especially with my daughter. When my daughter was born, I never used her crib for real. Like her crib was just where we threw shit. Like just clothes. It was messed up. It was a nice crib too. It was a little expensive, but like clothes and laundry and whatever else, we just threw it in the crib. Like I had to give it away, and it had hardly ever been used.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So I completely understand that, but that's funny.
Oh,
I know a petty argument with you.
What?
You leave your socks everywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's one. And I'd be
I don't
like,
know
yo.
if that's petty. I understand you.
I'm like, wait, you do?
I understand you.
Like
I ain't even mad at you.
wherever you sit.
Yeah, my socks come off.
The socks come off and they're there in the middle of the floor. And you see them.
Listen, I'm not mad at you about that.
Why you don't move them?
That is a legitimate argument.
So why don't you move them?
I don't know, man.
Okay. My wife has a habit of playing loud noises on her phone while I'm watching TV or playing a video game. So last time I had it and turned the TV up so loud she had to scream for me to turn it down, and an argument ensued.
Damn.
I get that.
Damn.
Arguments on watching recorded shows. Somebody said that.
Okay.
Chicken thighs was the argument.
Damn. Wait. You know what though?
What?
I can see an argument happening if somebody said, "Yo, a chicken breast is better than a thigh."
Oh no, I'm chicken breast, chicken thigh all the way.
I was that too until you know what it was. Somebody you had to introduce me to preparing the thigh correctly.
Yeah, it's the juiciest. It's the most flavor.
It is. It's It really is. But and I agree with you only because the when I was in Cali, I found out that the chicken that they was making my chicken tacos with was thighs. And I was like,
you ain't know why they was so good.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out.
You asked them?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's fine.
You gotta know.
All right.
I mean,
yeah.
You gotta know sometimes.
I was just confused. The argument was about why I spit on her back faking a nut.
Damn.
Oh nah, we would have been fighting.
That's a lot of spit.
We would have been fighting.
That's borderline drool.
And if she hear you go, like that's nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's gross. On my back?
That's nasty.
And you not gonna wipe it up. Me and the old lady got into an argument about which stripper's ass was real or fake. An argument? Okay. Wait. Cleaning up the sink in the bathroom. Yeah, that's one. Because you will shave and leave all that hair in that sink.
You're right.
It's crazy that you agree with everything that I have attitude with.
I'm not mad at these, at some of your gripes.
Okay.
They're legitimate.
What is the pettiest argument that you've had with a partner? Whose fart it is, hers or our dog, both smell the same.
That is funny.
That's fucked up.
That is funny, man.
About her 3-year-old son being a mama's boy, he will walk right past your ass, knowing him since he was 1. Damn, well, I mean, he 3. He 3 though.
Hey, man.
He 3.
Fuck that.
And that's his mama. He 3. My babies are probably mama's boys. I don't know.
Well,
they are. I give them love.
I don't know if you would consider them mama's boys, though.
They love their mama. They love the fuck out of their mama.
Ain't nothing wrong with loving your mama.
They love the fuck out of their mama.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I know that.
But I don't know if they mama's boys.
I think so. I think you want them to not be mama's boys, but
I mean, of course I want them not to be mama's boys, but I don't think they are.
Okay. He was trying to be funny about my new hairstyle, so I called his locks boneless. Woo!
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm telling you to your face, that's fucked up. Niggas be having real feelings attached to their hair.
Well, I didn't say anything. We argued over who cheated more while we were in the talking stage. I'm wondering if it was like an argument on like you were trying to better each other or you were mad.
Well, I told you about the argument I had that went on for years after, where the girl was telling me that I would never cheat on her.
Oh yeah, and you did it.
I called the girl that I was cheating on her with on the phone with her there.
Yeah, I can't believe you did that.
Because I had to win the argument. You don't think I'm gonna cheat on you?
That's insane.
On you? Yeah, because you soft. You know, you don't do stuff like that. That ain't your style. Bitch, are you playing me right now?
That's insane.
Yeah, fuck that.
You look mad. You twiddling your thumbs.
Nah.
You look upset
Because I was so angry in the moment.
How dare she think that you would cheat? How dare she think you could fuck something else?
Now, I wouldn't fuck something else.
Yeah, how dare she do that?
You know what I mean?
Fuck,
Like,
girl,
you are not.
I put this dick in anything.
No, no, it's not that. At the end of the day, I don't have a problem with not cheating on you. But at the same time, what you're not going to do is play me saying that I wouldn't cheat on you.
I put this dick. I buy this dick. Done been everywhere.
You know what I mean?
Been around the world. Fuck
you.
All right.
Let's take a pause for the cause.
You see that grapefruit over there? Fuck the shit out of grapefruit. Beat her ass then. Beat that grapefruit ass. Fuck the shit out of that grapefruit. Yo, hey y'all. We are technically on tour, right? But we only have one date. We have other dates that are being finalized. Just hold on tight. But May 11th, we're less than a month away, Chicago. Less than a month away. Chicago. May 11th. Yes, it is on Mother's Day. But get those tickets. Do all your Mother's Day activities beforehand, or bring your mother, or bring your spouse, or bring your guys, or bring your whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Just bring the people. Get your tickets. We're gonna be at the Den Theater in Chicago. We have never done the Den Theater. We're super excited about it. We've done what Zanies. We've done City Winery the last couple of years. We're just trying something new. So please come out to the Den Theater. I can't even say it right. It's coming out weird. Come out to the Den Theater on May 11th. Get those tickets now. We are so excited and we want to see y'all. So get your tickets. May 11th. Please. We want to see you. And if y'all know any restaurants that maybe we can make a reservation for Mother's Day, because we'll be there the day before, maybe we can make a reservation.
I don't know yet.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't know yet.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, so.
Also, make sure you join the Patreon. The Patreon is where we give you extra content during the week. Also, we have conversations with you, man, about anything. We got a little chat. We got 2 chats up in there that, we just talk about stuff and, try to give people encouragement. I love that part of the Patreon. We're giving people encouragement for their day and week. But anyway, the Patreon's real simple. It's how you support us. It's how you keep this podcast going. Just go to patreon.com and search And Then We Podcast, or you can go to the Patreon app, same thing, search up And Then We Podcast, become a member. Do not join as a free member because that gets you nothing and that helps us none.
Yeah, I've seen people do it recently.
Yeah. So, if you're a free member, just go ahead and switch on to you could go join on to the lowest tier. You know what I mean? You're still gonna get some stuff. Not everything, but you still get some stuff. And yeah, with that being said, man, thank you guys for supporting us. All that are Patreon members right now. Thank y'all for supporting us. We really appreciate that. Also, you can join us on socials, Instagram, Facebook, what's the other thing called? Twitter or X, I'm sorry, and TikTok. We're up there all at And Then We Pod. Yeah, so join us, people. Join us outside of the conversation to have more combos. You played this for me earlier today, and
I just thought it was a good message.
A good message.
Yeah, I thought it was a good message.
Let's hear this message.
People that masturbate are the pros at meditation.
It's from a church.
And your mind doesn't know the difference between something that's in the spirit and something that's real. Because you could get your body to react to something that you're thinking on as much as it reacts as if it were actually happening. So that's how powerful your mind is, and how your body will follow whatever you think on or whatever you do.
That's some bullshit.
I think I understand what her message is.
I understand where she was going with it, but that's some bullshit. I cannot meditate for shit, but I'm a masturbating goddamn champ.
Oh, I was thinking a masturbator.
Ooh,
yeah,
I like that. Yeah. I like that alliteration. Yeah.
You got black belt in that shit. Yeah, you be. I don't know.
I unbuckle my belt.
I don't know if that works there.
Yeah, it do, because you said black belt.
I was trying to think of karate.
Got a black dick. You know what I mean?
Okay, well that one's better. that one was better. I like that one better. That is Faith Church in Bakersfield, California. I understand what she's saying though. But it's just, I don't know if that was the right place to say it.
Yeah, maybe your imagination is better.
Yeah.
You know?
She was just trying to get you to understand that you can, meditation is you going to another place, like you're imagining another place, you're getting your, I don't know, like, so with masturbation, if you imagine in sex, then you succeeding at the
What else do I want to imagine?
But I'm saying, if you're trying to imagine peace in the meditation, is what she's saying, then you can be peaceful. So if you imagine you fucking something, then
I'll be peaceful.
Yeah, I'm not a pastor. I don't know. I don't know what she meant, but I thought it was an interesting message.
That's some bullshit, man. There's another study out, a new study.
It's always study. Which one is this from?
We got all the studies from Humboldt University.
I don't even know what that is.
I think they made that up.
Yep. The university, not the study.
This study says that breaking up is harder for men than women.
I think so. I think I believe that.
It says that most post breakups are less likely to initiate splits, explaining why 70% of divorces are filed by women.
I think that with women,
men are more emotional dependent on partners. Yeah,
I think that women, by the time divorce happens, and this is, I hate speaking in generalizations, but I think that we have already exhausted everything. We've thought of everything. We've thought of every situation. Tried, haven't tried, thought of how this will benefit us, how it won't benefit us. Like, we've gone through all of the motions before there is an ending. I think that sometimes men, I don't know.
No, continue.
No, because as I was saying, I don't know if I fully believe it. But I think, just speaking as a woman, I think that a lot of the times we have thought about everything. If we're the ones initiating the divorce in those situations, I think it's because we've exhausted all the limits and been like, all right, well, there's nothing else I can do.
But do you really think that it's harder for men to break up with women than women to break up with men?
Breaking up in general, maybe
it's harder.
Yeah, so like maybe it's not them breaking up. Maybe it's them getting broken up with. So I think it's just the act of breaking up. I don't know if it's necessarily saying that men have a harder time breaking up with people. I think it's like in the breakup,
it's harder. No,
it's harder for the man.
I don't believe.
Did you see the last part? It says possibly due to receiving less emotional support from their social circles compared to women. And that's not everybody, because like you have a really tight knit group of guys that I think that
my
if you were
like, yo, fuck that bitch, dog.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying
I need that.
Y'all talk about things like that.
Right.
But everybody doesn't have that. So maybe you feel like you're going through it alone, and usually you need, like, if you're going through something like that, you lean on other things that bring you joy or comfort.
You know what's so weird about that, man? Like, I believe that fully.
Yeah.
But I believe that because men usually feel comfortable telling me things that they wouldn't tell their other male friends. So they'll, tell me about their emotions and their relationships and stuff.
But maybe they won't tell everybody that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I understand that. Now, is it harder? Like, do they take it harder?
But that's you saying that, knowing, I think what you're thinking about right now are the people that come to you. But going back to the people that don't have a you, that don't have someone that they can express their feelings outwardly to or feel comfortable getting their emotions out.
I'm just thinking about my male friends versus my female friends.
But they're your friends.
And how they go about, like...
But they're your friends. They come to you to talk about it.
Right, but how they go about breakups, it seems like...
It's the people that don't have a you, baby.
Yeah, but I can if they're both doing the same thing, I just feel like.
But you listen and you give advice. I've seen you multiple times, male and female, talking people through a breakup.
Right, and it seems like the women are the ones that hold on to it more.
But there are people that don't have someone to talk to like you. That's what I'm saying. I think it's about those people.
What does that mean, though? How does that change anything?
They come to you and they can get their emotions out with you, and they can talk to you about stuff because you are a shoulder to lean on or give advice or whatever. But there are people that don't have circles that talk about emotions. And they could be going through a breakup, but they don't have anyone to talk to about it because maybe they boys don't talk about stuff like that.
Okay. Me and you, we break up. Bam. It's done.
Uh-huh.
Who's going to take it harder, in your opinion?
I think it depends on why we broke up.
I don't think so.
I think so.
It's over.
I think so because I also...
I mean, of course, if you fucked up something, then you're going to feel some sort. Well,
I think that's what I'm saying. I think
what about we just came to an amicable split?
Uh-huh. If it was amicable, then I think we might be okay.
I mean, of course you're going to be okay.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it depends on why someone broke up. I think that could make it more difficult.
Yeah.
Especially if you felt like it came out of left field and you don't know why.
So you think more men feel like things came out of left field?
Sometimes, maybe. I don't know. I'm just talking, if it was us, I would think that. But I'm thinking about just, again, the men that don't have a support system. I'm talking
about you and I, we've broken up, restart, get into a restart, getting over it. Mm-hmm. Who's going to take longer to get over it?
I don't know, maybe me, but I don't think so.
You said maybe you, but you don't think so.
Because I feel like you have emotions that you cut off things really quick. I just know you as a person.
You do as well.
Yes, I do.
Right.
But I don't know.
I would even venture to say that you cut off things quicker than me.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. So maybe you? I don't know.
I don't think it would be me.
Then what the fuck are we talking about? I feel like you trying to get me to say me, and then you like, but it wouldn't be you. Like that's what you're saying to me. So I don't know what's happening.
No, I don't know. Like I said, from my experience, I just see women dwell on things a lot longer than men do. Now, with that being said, I think men take things to the extreme. Well, maybe what does harder mean? Maybe that's the question we should be asking.
Yeah, because maybe.
What does harder mean?
Yeah.
Because I
think that generally women know how to manage their emotions a little bit better.
Right.
But not all the time.
But
not all the time.
You know, like what's weird? I can forgive the No, I can't say that.
You can't say that word. You told me I couldn't say it. And I'm crazy.
Okay. I was going to use, we're going to use that word crazy today.
Okay. Well, you can use it. I couldn't use it.
Yeah, because you was using it for something else.
I was talking about me.
The crazy actions of a female, I think would be maybe not understood, but expected. But the male's crazy actions would be so out of left field. You'd be like, "What the fuck did you just do, my nigga?"
Wait, are they killing somebody? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
No, baby.
Like a dude would do some shit like that.
Can you not say that? No. That's what we would not want to happen.
Of course, but that's just shit.
Baby, that does not happen to people everybody that takes a breakup bad does not want to kill someone.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying
and trigger warning. But I guess you got to put that before you say that.
I guess.
That sounds insane.
But what I'm saying is that I think men, when they're in their emotions, take things to a different level. Like,
I think you're also speaking from a position of someone that is dealing with something different.
I ain't taking that to a different level. I ain't breaking up with nobody.
That's what I'm talking about. The way that you manage your emotions is different.
Okay.
Because you're bipolar. And I wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't being funny.
Bipolar has nothing to do with nothing.
But you just said extreme. And,
right.
But everybody, it's not like that all the time.
Yeah, but even if it's not like that all the time, you read stories all the time and it be, nigga just broke up with his wife and did some fucking outlandish shit.
Which is insane. Please don't do that.
As opposed to a woman who might fuck up.
I think this conversation is more about therapy or people that need to understand their emotions better.
I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Of course they need to, get some therapy.
It's definitely about like some men don't think they need therapy. I'm glad, even though it's so trendy to go to therapy now, I'm glad it's a trend because some of y'all need it. I need it too, but some of y'all need it. So
I forgot who I was talking to. Maybe I heard it somewhere. Somebody was just talking about they don't believe in therapy. I forgot why, but they didn't believe in therapy, and I was just like, that seems a little.
I mean, essentially what we do is therapy because we're talking out issues that we have, but everyone doesn't do that. And I think it's kind of that thing where there are people that try to figure everything out by themselves, and they are only listening to themselves. And it's not that you need everybody's opinion, but sometimes you do kind of need to hear it the other way before you do something crazy
Yeah. Bro, don't do that.
And I'm not even saying anything as extreme as what you said, but
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm just saying
as what you were implying.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like just any response that is extreme for the situation. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And I think that's the other thing. Like, it's just different. Like, the response that you do from the so-called action be mad different, B.
Yeah, like, you don't even need to do all that.
Yeah.
Like, chill out.
Yeah, man.
It's like that. Yeah. I don't know.
Somebody, another one of my friends said that men love harder than women.
Yeah, that's what everyone's been saying under the clip of me taking the money.
Huh?
The Leave Me clip that we posted when we were talking about if somebody offered to pay you this amount every month or week or whatever, and would you take the money? Oh, that's what everyone, women just, this is why, like, women don't understand us. Women just go for anything. Men love harder than women. They'll never understand us. And I wanted to be like, y'all shut the fuck up.
Do you think that men love harder than women?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because I just don't. Just from
That's not an answer.
I mean, I'm not a man, so I can't fully answer that question, but being a woman and being in conversations with other women that have been in love, from what I grabbed, we love hard as fuck.
Okay.
Hard as fuck.
People. Two in love people.
Or maybe they do. Maybe men do because once they find someone they actually love, because so many men talk about how I'm a man, my dick be doing stuff and I just don't, I can't control it. It's in my instinct or whatever. So when you find somebody that you actually love and you choose to love them, maybe that is
Over
harder.
loving your dick?
Yeah, maybe that is harder because you have an instinct that tells you that you should be doing other things.
That was some real man shit that you said. I appreciate
Really?
that. I appreciate that.
I do have brothers. So
I appreciate that right there. That was you took that shit somewhere I would never venture.
What, you think if you said it would come off?
Oh, no, 100%.
Why?
110%.
Because you would say it, you would add some sauce to it.
So what?
That would just be like, can you calm down? Like, wait. We need sponsors. Shut up. I mean, but I think is that an honest answer though?
I think it's an honest opinion.
An honest opinion?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not going. Okay, so
come on,
come
on, let's get this clip. What?
No, it's not even a clip.
What?
So I was having a conversation with my boy, and he was telling me about this relationship he was in, and how he was just so mad at her, and how she just played him, did this, that, and the third, and he was like, she don't understand, and he was like, yo, like, men love harder than women, dog. Like, I pour my all into her, and she's just like, whatever. Now he was speaking out of a place of hurt, but when he said it, I was trying to figure it out. Like, do men love harder than women? And I think the answer is yes. Maybe not because of our dicks. I mean, that might have something to do with it, but definitely because of our need to show our strongest self. And there's a vulnerability that has to happen way more than
when you're in a relationship,
right?
So when you've exposed yourself, it's kind of like
you have to really make the choice to let it all go. You know what I'm saying? Where a woman can just walk into a situation, and while there's also a bit of a letting certain things go so that you can be vulnerable. it's not to the same degree as a man.
You know what the problem is? These periods be fucking us up.
What?
These periods be fucking us up.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because a lot of the times we want to stand strong, but our body is like, bitch, we have to cry right now. We gotta cry. It's no ifs, ands, bitch, it's that time. Look at your watch. It is that time of the month where we do some crying this week. I don't care how strong you want to be in from this man. Bitch, one of these days we gonna cry and somebody gonna see it.
Oh my God.
Like, it's really, it fucks us up. Like, we didn't ask for that. We already doing everything else. We having the babies, you know what I mean? And then we got a fucking period too. We trying to be strong. You hurting us. We trying to be, no, that don't bother me at all. And this little bitch come around bleeding all over the place. All of a sudden, I'm crying over cereal. Like, bitch, get out of here. Please. Please. What? Like, where the fuck is menopause? You know what I mean? No?
I was somewhere totally different.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. As a woman, that's where my head was. Because I'm a strong bitch. I'm strong. But that period, boy, this week, you can say anything to me. I'm going to let it all out. I got some tears in me. I done let some tears out, too. And it's been over nothing.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
So let's, next situation.
All right, cool.
Teen birth rate hits record low as more women delay motherhood to their 40s.
Into their 40s.
First time in U.S. history.
Yeah, because the world crazy, and I don't know if we going to be okay. Honestly, I mean, I've had my babies and whatever, but I've been thinking about that. I'm like, where did I bring them? What the fuck did I bring them
crazy,
into?
Though, because according to another study,
another study, man,
getting married and starting a family is best between the ages of 26 and 27.
Well, it depends on what cities these studies were taken in. What parts of the country were these studies taken in?
Well,
but
that's
I think
in the U.S.
In the U.S. period, I mean,
Like,
okay, look, this is just a theory. It's a lot of fuck shit going on in the dating world from what they tell me. That's what they tell me.
Right.
So I think a lot of people are kind of tired of fuck shit. It's like, it seems like it's more than it was before because it's there's social media now, so everything is published and it's just a lot of outlandish stuff. And people are like, let me find my person so I don't have to deal with any of this.
Right.
Maybe that's it. But I think the kids really is because people are like, do I want to bring a baby in right now? Also, like, just let me just enjoy my life and see how things are going.
Well, for the first thing, as far as the birth rate dropping, the teen birth rate dropping, I think that has nothing to do with women delaying motherhood as much as it's kids ain't fucking as much.
There's other things to do.
Like, they not fucking as much.
Like,
back in the day, that's what we was thinking about. We was thinking about fucking. Hell yeah.
And you can't fuck when you're trying to put in all them hours for a YouTube channel.
Listen.
It's a lot to work to
they
put
are
in.
not thinking about fucking.
They not
They're not thinking about fucking. They not thinking about goddamn alcohol. They not thinking about none of the shit we was thinking about.
And a lot of these kids are smart as hell. Like, it's a lot of education. Like, it's a lot of kids want to go to school, even though I have my thoughts. But like, a lot of kids,
we'll talk about that in a little bit.
A lot of kids want to go to school. A lot of kids want to learn things and change the world, and you know. And
a lot of kids don't want to fuck.
Yeah. You can't fuck when you're trying to change the world.
And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Now, as far as waiting until your 40s, I was having this conversation with a friend a couple of days ago where
you were talking to everybody this week, huh?
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
Where we were saying how, I think I was saying how I'm almost there to the finish line with the kids, like age-wise, 18 and, you kind of done. And not, of course, it goes way beyond 18. You're there for the rest of their lives, blah, blah, blah. But the thought process was less of being done and more of, I'm glad that I'm at an age where I can finish. Because there's a lot of older, I think my boy had I think he said his parents were older and there were a lot of things that they couldn't do with him because of their age, and that's the only thing I worry about is like, yeah, it might be a better time for you to have a child in your older years, but are you going to be able to enjoy them and be there for them the way they need you? The older you
I
are.
think about that a lot, and I feel bad thinking about it because some people just don't have a choice. It's what some people choose, but I know like just the energy that it takes to have the kids we have now, and you're 40, I'm 30. Like we're not necessarily old, quote unquote, or whatever. But like the energy it takes to keep up with them now, like I can't imagine having kids in my 40s.
Yeah, it's hard.
And would I even be fun? Would I even be not necessarily fun, but like would I even be? You know what I mean?
Would you even enjoy it?
Yeah. Would my kids enjoy? Well, they would love me because they're my kids, but like.
Yeah, but they might not. They won't know. Loving you and enjoying you are two different things.
They wouldn't know because that would be what they were used to growing up.
Well, no, loving you and enjoying you are two different things.
Yeah.
I might love my mother, but also I might not enjoy my mother because she can't do anything.
But also when you're a kid, you don't know.
You do. I have a friend whose mother has been like sick, bedridden type sick since he was like 5, 6 years old. He knew that from a very early age, very early on. And, you know, he loves his mother to death, but he knew that she couldn't be there for him for all those movement shit. You know what I'm saying?
All the movement shit.
Yeah, I know. And I don't mean that in a like funny way or nothing like that. You know, and it played a part. It played a big role in his life. You know, I think that it's smart to wait to have children until you're ready. You know what I mean? Like, don't have children until you're ready. Don't have children until you got your shit together. At the same time, don't be selfish. The same way you wouldn't have if you don't have your shit together and you don't want to have a child, don't have a child if you like fucking 50, 60 years old and you ain't gonna be able to do anything with them.
I mean, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I
like,
get it.
don't be selfish to the child.
It's weird to say it to people that, you know, are in the mindset of, you know, I'm in my 50s and I want to, or people that couldn't have kids. Maybe they were trying for years and couldn't.
And there are people that are energetic. There are 50-year-olds that are out here and doing their shit, whatever, and all of that. And you know, you living your healthy life. And you doing all of that shit. I ain't talking about you. But then, you know.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, though.
There are others.
Yeah. It's
you know
just,
what I mean?
It's a slippery slope, just depending on the situation. But
yeah. Damn.
Did you look at any of these?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was interesting because you put this in here.
Well, I love Mel Robbins. Who? I do. I was talking about her the other day, and you was like, I don't know who that is, but I love her.
She a white woman?
Yes.
You know I'm knowing these white women.
Okay. Well, we also have white women listen to our podcast. Shout out to y'all.
I don't.
Okay.
Listen, I'm just letting y'all know.
Okay.
Don't bring up somebody to me and think I won't know them.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Okay, that's fine. This was on her podcast. I think this lady, what's his name? This lady's name, Vanessa Marin. I guess she's a sex therapist.
Okay.
I hear you describing is another classic mistake that I see most couples making, which is that we leave sex to the very end of the night. We just have that idea in our heads like, oh, we're all teeth brushed, all cleaned up, crawling into bed. That's the time for sex. That is the worst time for sex. By the time you're crawling into bed, you are exhausted. You're thinking about the next day. You're thinking about the crazy day you just had. You're doing that mental math in your head of, okay, if I fall asleep in the next 5 minutes, then I can get this many hours of sleep. That is the worst time to get excited about sex. So I always encourage couples, try to have sex as early in the evening as you can. Obviously, everybody has different schedules. We have different things going on, but try to prioritize it as early as you possibly can. So if it's, we're not going to watch TV until we've had sex first. Maybe it's even, we're going to have sex and then we're going to have dinner, or we're going to have dinner, have sex, then we'll come back and clean everything up. But do it earlier so you actually have the energy.
Okay. Thoughts?
I just put it in here because I knew you would say some shit. I mean, I throw content in here just to see what sticks. You know?
No. How do you feel about that?
I think that I'm constantly.
Can I say how you feel? But what she's not saying is about the kids. You know, what about if you have kids? What about if you got to cook dinner? You got to do all of these things. How are you supposed to have sex then?
You got wash clothes. You didn't say that. You didn't say wash clothes. I do. I'm always thinking about these things, though. I'm thinking about these things during the day and at night.
But why you ain't thinking about fucking?
Because I'm trying to do all the other things.
Oh my gosh.
But that is the way my brain works with no medicine. My brain is constantly thinking of the next thing to do. Like I'm always thinking of the next thing. So it's something that I kind of have to. I've got to learn to just
prioritize sex.
Yeah. Yes. But there are also other things that need to get done.
No, and I am down with that. I am down with that. I get that. You know, it's so funny.
Everything always.
Because when we talk about stuff like this, I always see in the comments, well, maybe if you helped her do this, maybe if you helped her do that, then she would be ready to have sex, this, that, and the third. And I always wonder, do you ever think about the flip side of that? Maybe if she gave me sex, I would be more energetic, or I'll have time to do this or do that.
That is a terrible thing for you to say, because that is not a good answer to that at all.
I'm just saying.
That's not a good answer at all.
I don't think a good answer either is giving a person an excuse.
What?
Yeah.
Is this content?
No.
Are you trying to be funny?
No.
I see your face. Nobody else does unless they're watching the video.
No.
And I know you. I know you because you would never, ever say some shit like that.
What you mean?
Unless you wanted me to get fired up. And I know you.
What you mean?
We ain't had enough ups and downs in this podcast. Let me say some shit that's really going to get her churning.
No.
Get her butter churning.
Okay, think about it.
You think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it. Can y'all not hate my husband? Because this nigga, he want us to do well. He wants the podcast to do well and succeed.
Fuck that. Listen. So if I
don't touch me
was to do something special for you, would you not want to reciprocate?
No, because I always do something special for you.
Whatever. Would you not? If someone did something special for you, would you not want to reciprocate?
Yeah.
Right.
That is not the same thing.
If someone went out their way,
that's not the same thing.
If someone went out their way to do something that you know is for you, would you not want to do something for them just as nice or equally as helpful?
Baby, keeping up the house is not something that you should have to have motivation to do.
No, yeah, well, you got to have motivation to do it, right?
The motivation is I don't want a terrible house and I want things to be organized and I want everybody to be taken care of.
I get that.
The motivation is a family.
I get that.
So that is not something that I have to convince you to do.
Didn't say you got to convince me.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Didn't say you had to convince me.
If you fuck me, then maybe I'll start helping out.
I never said that was convincing, though.
But do you hear what I'm saying?
I didn't say I would start helping out either. It's not saying that I don't help out now. What that is saying is that if you was to do that, maybe, just maybe be like, you know what, nigga, let me do this real quick, man.
No.
I got a couple of minutes. Let me just do this real quick.
That's not how that works at all. The reason that I don't have the energy is because I'm doing the other things. So if I have help doing those things, I will have the energy.
Wait a minute.
You don't want me to not be enthusiastic about it. Wait a minute. That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Energy, not doing something because you don't have energy, completely get. But not doing something simply because it's not on your mind, it's not a priority. It's something totally different.
Yeah, because the house, everything else is a priority. Making sure that if those things
don't get done,
my mind would be less stressed.
If
being
those things
someone
don't
that
get done,
deals with anxiety and all of these things that I deal with, the way that my body operates, it's just a little bit different. And it's not really necessarily me, because I hear a lot of women saying things like this.
Why don't you have anxiety for the thought process of your husband not being satisfied? Why isn't that an anxiety?
You are really trying to do something with this podcast. Oh my God. If y'all listen on audio, this nigga is smiling his ass off. Like, yo, who are you right now?
What you mean?
Who you not you.
What you mean?
You not you because you're not this crazy.
What you mean?
Like,
But answer it though.
you grinning like a Cheshire cat,
But
trying to start some shit in here.
I'm not starting anything.
Why
Just
you want
answer.
me to hate you by the end
Why
of the
you
podcast?
can't answer?
I am answering.
Why didn't you answer that one?
Why you can't keep a straight face? Huh?
You know why? Because I wasn't brought up like that. But
You're brought up like what?
brought up thinking that way. But I do have a lot of male friends. And I do have a lot of friends that deal with, different things when it comes to sex. And, we was joking about it the other day where where I had told you that me and my boys said, well, I had said, fuck it. That married women don't want to have sex. You know what I mean? Because it just seems like you hear that all the time. And there are plenty of reasons why, but I'm just trying to throw other ideas out there to a woman that's open-minded to see what your response would be.
Okay. So you should have said that before you started this bullshit.
Nah, that ain't fun.
Why?
That ain't fun.
Because then when everybody starts saying, hey, you know what's wrong with you? You won't be doing nothing. You don't listen. You worried about you. That's what the fuck is wrong. That's where that come from.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't. I don't know nothing about them, so I can't answer for them.
But you can answer for priorities though. You said anxiety. And I'm asking why doesn't that fall in line with everything else?
I don't know. I just think that if
Is it because
it's the way it's just the way that our bodies operate. Like,
well, I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the simple, for instance, now this comes to us. You've never said, baby, I would fuck the shit out of you if I had the energy right now. Or you've never, I'm gonna suck your dick because I really can't fuck right now.
You know why?
What?
Because if I said that would turn you on. And you would try to fuck me. And that would defeat the whole purpose of me saying that.
No.
Be like, because what did I say? You didn't even hear what I said at the end. If I had the energy. All you heard was, I would fuck the shit out of you. You was like, all right, well, what's stopping you?
No. You know why that doesn't work with us?
Why?
Because when I need connection sexually, and I know you're tired, we have our own thing that we do. Now, I ain't telling y'all all about that. Maybe that's a Patreon. Maybe I'll reveal that in Patreon. But we have our own thing that we do, right or wrong.
Yeah.
And that's me saying, I understand. What? What is so fun? You know what? I'm not doing this. You can't have serious conversations with you, man.
Because it's...
No, fuck you.
But you laughing too. That's not
fuck
fair.
you, man. TLC coming out with a musical.
That's not fair.
Fuck that. TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool musical set to debut next summer. Oh, that shit's gonna be crazy, sexy, and cool.
That's a terrible transition if I ever see one. I think I'm gonna like that. Right? I don't know. I mean, I think so. I think it'll be cool. They are the greatest selling girl group of all time.
Are they?
I think so, yeah.
More than Destiny's Child?
I think so. I think I'm actually right about that.
Damn, Waterfalls did that?
Man, it was everything. Red Light Special, Creep was crazy.
I mean, that was a crazy
Waterfall
album.
hold on.
That was a crazy album.
I'm about to look it up, but go ahead.
Why don't you just put greatest female selling
Greatest selling female group of all time? Because that's so many words. So you gotta talk.
Oh, my bad. And we're gonna talk about this in a little bit. I was looking at Billboard. Was it Billboard that put out the list of the...
Oh, wait. Best-selling female group is Spice Girls.
What?
Yeah. Best-selling group of all time is the Spice Girls, but there was TLC. Hold on.
Well, they're female,
Hold
so
on.
I guess they would be...
They're the best-selling American girl group of all time.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And second all-time to the Spice Girls.
Wow.
Yeah. I knew something like that was
Man,
right.
the 90s was crazy.
Yeah, well, people are also buying albums.
Yeah, niggas had money.
Yeah, I mean, and Destiny's Child was out, but like TLC was like a phenomenon.
I guess. No, let me not say I guess, because then people gonna think I don't like TLC. I love TLC.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about them was Damn Unpretty. I hated that song. I hated that album.
You can buy a
Fan
hair
Mail.
if you want. I love Fan Mail.
I didn't fuck with Fan
like
Mail,
you,
but I feel like that. I feel like that
lonely.
album was really specifically aimed
At the fans.
at the females.
Yeah. Well, who's at the fans? But maybe.
Yeah.
It was very because it had Silly Ho. I gotta listen to that album.
Yeah, I think that was just
love that
an
shit.
album for the girls.
Damage was on. Oh, Damage was that was
Yeah,
that
it was
a
an
good
album for women.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
You know what I mean? So I didn't
that.
really get into it the way I got into their previous
like Crazy Sexy Cool.
Yeah, or even Ooh on a TLC tip.
Yeah.
But I was looking at that list that they put out of the top
Female
rappers,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't see Left Eye. Now I understand.
Is she not up there?
I don't think so.
She might be up there.
I don't think she's up there. And while I understand why, because she never had an album, like a solo project, and she wasn't, besides TLC, she wasn't really rapping on a lot of stuff. It's still like Left Eye was one of the most talented female rappers.
I love Left Eye.
Oh, she is up there. She is up there.
I think she is up there. But
Well, no, I'm sorry. I was looking at something else.
no,
Yeah,
go ahead.
look
Go
at
ahead.
it. But she's one of the most talented. Oh my God! Like I loved Left Eye.
Yeah, everybody loved.
I loved her.
I thought everybody loved
And
Left
I
Eye.
thought she was one of the best rappers. Like lyrically, she was killing them back then, man.
Yeah, I don't know. If
She not
on
in
there.
it?
I can't find it, but I thought she was. No, she is.
Oh, she is?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's on it. She's on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
well
think you
then-
could have that list without Left Eye.
Well,
being
then
on it.
my arguments is mute.
Yeah, I don't think you can have that list without Left Eye being on it.
But
so.
still, fucking right. Love Left Eye, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Speaking of list, it's not really a list, but I seen this been going around the Mount Rushmore.
I have a question.
What? Who that?
No.
Who that?
Yes.
That's Neo. Yeah.
I was asking if it was Neil, but go ahead. No, keep on.
So this one of course it touched me
This is a new one. I haven't seen this one.
because it said male R&B Mount Rushmore. Now I've seen two iterations of this. Neo isn't in one of them. I forgot who was in there in his place, but he shouldn't have been there either. But on this one is Michael Jackson, Neo, Usher, and Chris Brown.
I don't think Michael should be up there.
I don't think Michael or Neo should be up there.
I think Michael is a pop artist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's one of the and both of them. I'm sorry. R. Kelly was there instead of Neo.
I can understand why he was there.
I get R. Kelly. Yeah.
Regardless of what anybody wants to say, he should be up there.
And who's your fourth person? Mine.
I have one, but no one would put him up there.
Mine is Marvin Gaye.
Okay. Yes. Ooh. What about Luther?
Oh, bitch.
Yeah, right?
Still Marvin Gaye.
Really? Over
Yes.
Luther?
Yes. Not saying that I'm a bigger fan of Marvin Gaye. Than
I'm thinking
Luther.
about Impact also.
I'm thinking about Impact as well.
Maybe Marvin Gaye then.
I'd
yeah,
say
but
Marvin
I'm
Gaye.
also...
If you're doing a Mount Rushmore, I think it's Marvin Gaye, R. Kelly, Usher, and Chris Brown. And to be honest, I don't know about Chris.
I don't know about Chris either because I think Chris is R&B, but I think he's pop.
Not even because of that.
He's pop too.
Not even because of that. I don't think that he's as comparable.
If we're talking about a whole...
Mount Rushmore, I don't think he's as comparable as the other three.
I think Usher, I'm thinking about what they did for history.
Right.
So Usher should definitely be there.
Right.
Okay.
R. Kelly should be there.
R. Kelly should be there. Marvin Gaye should be there.
Maybe Stevie, if not Chris.
I would say yeah, but also no. I don't think he's. I don't know. I don't know if I'd put Stevie there either. And I know people.
And Stevie looked like he's supposed to be on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is the Mount Rushmore.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
he
looks like he should be in Stone. And
we could just shut up. I used to think Stevie was my daddy for years. But if we're talking about R&B,
I think Stevie, Marvin Gaye, R. Kelly, Usher, and Stevie. I feel good about that.
I just don't know if I would put Stevie there, and I love Stevie.
I feel like he gives you the past, and also there's so many people that followed something of Stevie.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, yeah. Who would your personal one be?
Personal who?
Mount Rushmore R&B artist.
Oh, bitch.
I think I have one. I think I have mine. I think mine would be Usher, Luther, probably R. Kelly, even though I'd hate to say that, and Music Soul Child.
Okay.
That would be on my personal
Those are three
one.
of the four. It would definitely be Usher, Luther, Music, and my personal.
Well, maybe I'd take
maybe
I'd take R. Kelly out because I'm thinking of the songs in a different way.
Well, is there a reason that it was just personal preference?
Personal preference.
Yeah, so Luther.
I mean, I might throw Tank up there if I'm just, doing shit.
Bitch, Tank.
If I'm just doing shit and it's just me, if it's just me,
Why would you say him? I was about to say Brian McKnight, and you gonna say Tank?
Okay, I bet you Tank is a better daddy than Brian McKnight. He looked like a good dad to me. He looked like his kids. He looked like they doing all right. I don't know, but I mean, if you want to do Brian,
damn son.
I mean, I might do Brian if remove the man from the music.
Damn son.
I don't know. In my world, there might also be Eric Benet or something. So I'm just
Eric Benet wouldn't be on mine.
But Music Soul Child would absolutely be in mine. And I know people would have something to say, but music is
Usher would definitely be in mine.
Usher would be in mine. I'm thinking about my life specifically.
Yeah. Usher, Music. I listen to so many groups though.
And Prince better be glad he ain't all R&B.
Yeah, he not.
He not.
Yeah, it would be Usher, Luther, Music.
So that's mine.
Why would you say Prince? I mean, Tank.
I don't know. It was on my,
I love fucking Tank.
I know. It was on my mind.
Tank or Brian. Oh,
damn, that's a crazy choice, really, if we're being honest. And someone's got to be like, you need to put Brian there. But if you're thinking about your life.
It's my life.
It's your life. Yeah.
How many bitches I got off of Slowly?
I was one of them. But damn, how many was it? How many was it? I thought you just learned that song that day. Damn, I didn't know you had ever sang it before in your life when you sang it to me. Thought I was the one lone only bitch. Just me.
Damn, son, that's a hard one. That's a hard one.
It's all right. I asked you on the spot. You didn't have time to think about it.
Oh gosh, that's hard.
You didn't have time to think about it. I get it. It's
speaking of Prince though, Shaka Khan and Prince. Well, Shaka Khan is dropping a secret Prince collab album after 25 years of it being held up.
I just don't think Prince wanted any of this stuff to happen.
What you mean?
Prince didn't want none of this shit to happen.
That's why niggas waited till he was dead.
He been fighting the industry since before it was cool.
That's why people waited till he was dead.
He changed his name to a symbol because they wouldn't be able to do shit with it. You know what I mean? Like, what? Shaka know that. She know that shit.
Yeah, but she also know that she getting old.
She know that Tiny Desk did well. and everybody after the Tiny Desk, they come off it and they doing something.
Yeah.
Damn. She know that's gonna sell records, and that's not fair.
That shit probably hard.
We can't even get the documentary. This is all we can get. That's a secret.
Hey, that shit probably hard.
I got an attitude. I'm really mad. I'm really upset. Prince didn't want none of this shit.
Yeah, but who cares when you dead?
I care. I respect him.
Like
there are now on our set. There are now 2 Prince things up. We haven't changed the albums in weeks, and I'm leaving musicology up here. But I got that Time magazine right after he died. I left work crying, and I went and I bought it a couple of days.
Like, I'm trying to think how much I would care about people following the things that I wanted to the letter when I'm dead. Like certain things I get, like making sure my children are okay if I got money, which I don't right now, but making sure my children are okay, making sure you're good. Unless you go first, it should be happening.
Oh my gosh, this
what
is
else?
a very depressing podcast today.
Other than that, I don't give a fuck. Other than that, I don't give a fuck, man. Because eventually time erases all.
But no,
In
I
some
think
kind of way.
his fight was
It's
for
that music.
His fight was for something that
Not last
would
forever.
last.
Yeah,
would
so-
change the industry.
So unless you telling me that you had and this could be possible, you had a whole lot of mid shit that you didn't want released because it's mid and it's not the best of you, then why not have your stuff released?
Maybe he thought it was mid, and we're just selfish and want it because it's Prince music.
And I get that.
And he wouldn't. I don't think he would want anybody to hear experiments.
Because didn't he drop, or didn't they drop a Prince album?
like an unreleased, like some raw shit,
Right. And I I'm not like the biggest Prince fan, so I didn't run to it, but from what I heard, it wasn't like the greatest thing ever.
It wasn't the greatest. It was cool though. I mean, it wasn't
Right, but it was probably some mid.
It was some mid.
Yeah.
For Prince, it was some mid.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess I understand that.
Yeah.
I guess I understand that, definitely.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna listen. I'm not.
Oh, of course.
He can't see me. I don't think he can see me if I listen. But
Because he dead?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where he is.
Yeah, because after that dude looked like Michael Jackson showed up on Facebook.
I don't think that was real. That
I
had to
didn't
be
think it was
AI.
real
It's
either.
AI.
But then I kept seeing it everywhere. And
Yeah,
everybody...
people are stupid.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, people are dumb.
Well, you said it.
Yeah.
I
They
wanted
know.
to give a shout out to Kodak Black. If this is true, there's a guy that claims that Kodak Black quietly paid rent for over 200 residents in Florida projects for the second month in a row.
Well,
And
shout out to him.
If that
If he
is
did
real, man, that is so dope.
If he did that, shout out to him. I think that's great.
That's giving back for real. In a real way. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people give to charities and shit. And that's cool too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about stuff that immediately affects you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would, if I was in that position, I would do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Or something like that.
Also, shout out to Tony and Bird, man. They've been married.
For like 18 months. So.
8.
Oh, I thought it was 18.
Might have been 18. I don't know.
I mean, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to know who's the person we don't know.
What you mean?
Because when you look at them off of their personas,
I don't think we know. I don't think
we know
Tony.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because they be talking about how Mariah Hood, like it's people that you would on the outside they look
Right.
different, but
Right.
like you don't know them.
Yeah, because I can't see us not knowing Birdman.
I can't see Tamar being Tamar
And Tony not being.
and Tony.
Well, they
just,
from B-more.
and Tony just acting like she ain't never seen shit.
They are from
I'm not saying
Baltimore.
that Tamar has seen shit, but like she doesn't. You know what I mean? Like
They real.
Tony,
Them women are real.
she just been out for a long time. So,
Right.
but she could be,
Real?
yeah.
Damn.
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't never really watched the show, so I don't really know too much. But
I used to watch the show.
I think I may have seen an episode or two. But
And then they got a new
Yeah.
iteration of it out.
yeah,
Now, but
yeah, they do.
also shout out to what was it, Tamar, Trina.
Why are you giving a shout out
Tony.
and you don't even know who it's for?
Tracy, rest in peace, and Tawanda. Shout out to Tawanda.
Okay.
I couldn't remember which one it was, but shout out to Tawanda.
Okay.
She just got married.
Oh, okay. You just said
My
it.
bad, my
okay,
bad.
I
She just got married
all
not
right.
too long ago.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
congratulations to her.
Yeah. Let's see what this is about real quick. No, I don't want to talk. Oh, you did want to talk about this. You were talking about this earlier.
Well, I was
about
Oh, okay, yeah. Millennials, which is
Us.
are the most educated generation in U.S. history, with around 40% having earned at least a bachelor's degree. That wasn't me. But that academic success hasn't translated into the same financial stability enjoyed by earlier generations.
at all.
Despite their credentials, many millennials are struggling to build wealth and keep up with rising costs. I want to read the rest of it. Research shows they earn roughly 20% less than baby boomers did at the same point in their life. In 2013, the median income for millennials was $40,581, far below the inflation-adjusted $50,910 that boomers earned in 1989. The gap highlights the growing disconnect between higher education and economic advancement in today's market.
And shit is super expensive nowadays.
Everything's expensive, but also
earning less and got more debt.
And I don't want to tell people not to go to college. I'm not really doing anything. I didn't go to college. But I don't want to tell people that, but it seems like most of the people that I know that went to college are not working in their field.
Or still broke.
Or have been told they're overqualified. And I don't know. I'm not saying don't be educated. Please be educated. It's a lot of shit going on. Like, be educated. But, like, I completely understand why that is a thing. Mm-hmm. I completely understand why that is a thing. What do you think? You have a degree?
Well, you know how I feel.
All right, never mind.
unless you're going to be something that you absolutely need a degree to be, mm-hmm. and there are jobs available, or there's a job market out there that are searching for mm-hmm. people with degrees mm-hmm. to come into their workforce, mm-hmm. why the fuck you going to school? Well, excuse me, not school. Why the fuck you going to college?
Especially at a time like this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you be better off getting a trade, man. You be better off getting a trade. I was just having this conversation with my boy the other day, man. Like, we were
having a lot of conversations.
I do, real. Man. We were pushed so heavily on college and not enough on trades. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if this was for everybody, but I know for me, trades were almost looked down upon.
They were. I went to hair school, and people were like, hair school, like, that's, they joke about it.
Right.
They joke about it.
I mean, I'm still going to joke you.
I know. I'm just talking about, like, in shows and stuff, like, they joke about that, but, like, that's a lasting career. Like, right. Someone's always going to need their hair done.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, trades were looked down upon back then. I don't know what it is now, but there was there should have been a real shift in thought process. Now, with that being said, we didn't know technology was going to go where it went. We didn't know that things were going to end up the way they ended up. Mm-hmm. So I can't put all fault on the people that came before us. Mm-hmm. But I do know that now it's up to us to make sure that we're preparing our children way better than we were prepared with the knowledge that we have and the experiences that we've had.
Yeah, and that's not saying telling them not to go to school, but it's also just being realistic of what you will encounter once you get out there in the workforce.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it sucks, but that is what it is.
We done been through everything, millennials.
Yeah.
We done been through a lot of shit. Like, we've seen all sides. Both sides. We didn't go through segregation, but we are dealing with racism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we saw pre-internet, post-internet, pre-social media, cell phones weren't, you know what I mean? Like, all that shit. We saw all that, and we're in it now. So, and we've been through...
I think we've had to deal with the most shift in life.
We've been through terrorists, like 9/11, like all this stuff. Like, we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not... I don't think we're given enough grace.
Oh, no, I don't think anyone's given grace. I think everyone is like, we're all going through it. It's fine.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's given grace.
We weren't prepared.
Yeah.
We were not prepared at all. When I think about my music career mm-hmm. and how there was such a shift in the industry, it's a painful reminder of how things change rapidly without anyone really knowing what was going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, one day you were able to have talent mm-hmm. and then, get picked up.
Because you were in it, so you weren't really paying attention to the changes around you.
Right. And then Soulja Boy came out.
Yeah. You was just doing what you were taught to do.
Right. And I was being, the people that came before me were, telling us, you do this, do this, you know what I mean? And, we were taking all the steps that you were supposed to take 10 years prior.
It's the same thing with comedy.
Yeah.
It's the same exact.
It happened a little differently, though. It happened a little later.
What do you mean?
With comedy, the shift in comedy happened a little later.
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me. So when I started, it's been 14, 15 years now?
Yeah.
When I started, the people that you were following behind in the very beginning, with me, it took me not as long as everybody else to realize that what they were doing was, because the people that were trying to mentor me in comics when I started were the people that had been doing it for 30 years, but like all they did was like the rooms in the area.
Right.
They hadn't gone beyond that. But being a new comic, you starting and you're just like, yeah, this is the road. This is what you gotta do. And this is what a lot of the older comedians were doing anyway. This is how they got it in. That's why a lot of other older comedians don't understand the internet comics or the comics that have the followers and get the shows. I mean, sometimes they're not funny, but they don't understand it. But even if they're not funny, I can understand how it happens.
Yeah.
Because at this point, the draw is just the views and what's selling tickets, which is not necessarily great. But it's the same kind of shift. A lot of people they didn't see it because they were still working the road. They were still going, driving to bumfuck Virginia and whatever, doing shows and making money that way. So they weren't really paying attention. Internet comics, headlining clubs came out of nowhere to me. I did not understand that. Like, I was confused.
But that's why I said it happened a little later. In stand up, it happened a little later than like in music. But I understand.
But it was
it's the
happening
same,
though.
Yeah, it's the same.
It
it's the same
was still
thing,
happening.
Though, where your road to, and the same thing with school. Your road to success that you're being taught is not the road to success anymore. You know what I mean?
That's why you got to be on it.
Yeah, you got to eat croissants, man. Got to eat croissants.
Study says the scent of fresh croissants can trigger happiness chemicals in your brain.
Oh, you don't have to eat them.
No, I'm. There's no way in hell a fresh croissant is gonna be within 10 feet of my lips, and I'm not gonna put my mouth on.
That's your problem.
What? I'm gonna eat the fuck out of that.
No.
What?
No.
It makes me happy because I know it's about to be in my stomach.
I didn't even really eat croissants until fucking you.
You ain't never been exposed to them for real.
No, I was.
They good as shit, right?
They all right.
You don't have to eat them with me either. They can be for me.
No, like, it's a pastry.
But it's a special kind of butter. They got butter in between. That's how you make it. You fold the layers on top of the butter and you make mad layers.
That's some fat shit.
They don't do that with regular bread. They just do it with a croissant.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Croissant is some fat shit.
No, it's not. I think it's just technical. Like, you have to have a certain...
You have to put butter on top of butter?
That's not how it works, baby. It has to be precise amount of butter to dough ratio.
Right.
Folded on top of each other.
Exactly. Butter and butter and butter.
I'm getting wet a little bit. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm just thinking of them butter creases, and I got to have it. I'm getting me a croissant when we stop recording.
Oh my gosh, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
To be honest, I don't remember anything, so there's that.
Okay. What are we watching? We didn't even get there.
What are we watching? I'm still watching American Idol. Oh my gosh. Gabby Simone on American Idol is fucking insane. Like, first of all, it's a really good selection of people, but that damn girl, my gosh, everybody is really good. Well, most of them are really, really good this year, but that damn Gabby, like, oh my God. So there's that. But it's a couple of them up there that are, of course, that are great. I think I talked about somebody last week. But I'm watching American Idol. I watched the season finale of Surface, which pissed me off because the last time Surface came on was like 2020 or some shit like that. And we're just getting a season 2. Mm-hmm. So it's no telling what season 3 is because I felt like they didn't really give us a resolution to what the whole problem had been the entire second season, which pissed me off. Like, it came to a head, but it didn't really give me anything. It just started with a new problem. So
Damn.
I'm not giving anything away, but if you watch it, I mean, it was a good follow. Like it was good until it ended, and I was like, well, when the fuck else is when's season 3? So there was that. It's a couple of shows that I want to watch that I just hadn't watched yet. I feel like there's something else. Did I watch a comedy special or something? Did I start one? Oh, I watched The Secret Millionaire, I think that's what it's called. It's on Netflix. I watched that whole thing. It was intense. Like it was. I kind of want to be in one of these little strategy Netflix shows. I really want to do it. I love strategy. I love games like that. But
you don't want to play Monopoly.
It's different. I don't want to do real estate. I want to do like Clue is more my shit. Like I want like
I
that.
never played Clue before.
Okay, so
is that the one where the butler
such and such did it in the green room or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, I played it one time when I was really young,
Yeah.
and I realized that it was not the game for me.
It doesn't. It's not.
Not at all.
It's okay.
I couldn't figure out anything about.
I'm never taking you to an escape room.
Yeah, I don't think I would be good at
I
that
used to
either.
want to do one with you until now.
No, I want to.
We never
think
gonna
it'd
get
be
out.
fun.
We gonna live there.
They gotta have a button to get out. They gotta have a button.
We gonna be in there sweating like, all right, guys. All right, it was hard. Time to go.
You guys did your job.
Yeah. Yeah, so I watched that. I've still been watching, I think I watched another episode of Mid-Century Modern, but I hadn't really been watching it, but it's still a good show. I feel like there was other things.
We watched The Boys.
Next Level Chef. I've been watching Next Level Chef. I watched the last 2 episodes.
What?
No, the last episode I didn't get to finish because I don't remember. But I watched the one before that. I told you I was watching that one. The one before that. Haven't been watching Suits. That's on the thing. But The Voice. We are watching The Voice. I think I have my 3 on my team.
So do I.
Pretty sure I have my 3. I'm really sad. I had Jacqueline on my team, but she sang Too Little Too Late, JoJo. And
Fucked it up.
She kind of fucked it up. No, she didn't fuck it up. Stop. I only said that because you said that. She didn't fuck it up, but I'm so married to JoJo singing that song, and I just saw her a couple of weeks ago that I was kind of like, okay. Yeah, but I think I have my 3. I don't want to tell y'all yet because I want to make sure.
You have to tell them.
I don't want to tell anybody.
No, you have to.
All right.
That's how we know you keeping it real.
What are you talking
about?
about?
And then,
baby, don't say nothing else old to me.
And then like in a week or 2, we gonna pick one person.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm just thinking about the game, right? This is me thinking about the game.
Strategy.
The strategy of the game. It's not necessarily who I think is, you know what I mean, but it's
Great.
My team size has been reduced.
Yeah, it goes to 2.
Oh wait.
And you got artists eliminated because you don't know how to pick.
Oh, I did it wrong.
No, you good. You
Wait,
just
manage your
picked
team.
wrong
Oh my
people.
God. Oh my God. So I can't even go back and change anything.
It's done.
Fuck. All right. Well, who I'm left with is Lucia. Mm-hmm. Who played the guitar, and she's got that real like it's.
Wait, you motherfucker!
What?
You got the same team as me?
All right. Well, I have Lucia, Bryson,
you
and Brittany.
cheating motherfucker.
Baby, I told you my team. Now, the reason that I picked Bryson because his voice
Bryson
is fucking.
He is an animal.
And
in
if
the
people,
vocals.
like it's one of those things. Like it don't matter what you think of him, you cannot deny that his voice is that.
Yes.
It is insane. Lucia is very different, and everything that she's done has
very
crushed.
good.
She's really good. I put Britton because I felt like I needed an all-American boy that could also sing his ass off.
Yeah, Britton can sing his ass off. Yeah.
So those are my 3. I wanted to put Renzo up there, but I didn't know.
I like Renzo, but he's not going to win.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to win, even though I like him. Oh, I have to go back to American Idol. Sorry. I also like Thunderstorm artist.
What?
He's a black boy from
His name is
Hawaii.
Thunderstorm?
His name is Thunderstorm. He's from Hawaii.
The fuck that mean?
I don't know. I just feel like they're very spiritual over there.
So you can do whatever the fuck you want to in Hawaii.
I don't know. I want to go, but I know they don't really want us over there. But like, it's really cool. He is amazing, and I think Jamal Roberts. I love him too. And the girl. Oh my God, she sang Patti LaBelle. It's a lot. And the young girl. It's a girl that's like 15. I can't remember everybody's name, but yeah, they got some heavy hitters over there. that you would say they have the voices on
Yeah.
American Idol.
And I told you why. I told you that I realized why I don't like American Idol.
Yeah.
It's a
The mics.
It's the mics,
Yeah.
man. They not the mics themselves, but the people behind the boards and how they mix the vocals on American Idol as opposed to on The Voice. On The Voice, they're always trying to make them sound like they're about to sing a record, as opposed or give a concert, as opposed to on American Idol, which technically is better, where they're trying to get the raw vocals
Yeah.
to see exactly who you are.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a better technique. But I'm watching the show. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, they have a lot of really good voices. Like, and that other young boy, it was the young boy that sang the gospel song. I think I talked about him last week. But then there's a young boy that he auditioned singing a song that he wrote about his teacher's son that passed. He plays guitar. He's super young, but he is a really good. Like, they got some good ones up there. So I think that's all that I've watched. Oh, and I watched 2 episodes of, I don't think I talked about this one, the Child Star thing, about these children, social media children stars. I don't know if I said that last week, but I watched like the 2 episodes of it, and I gotta watch the 3rd one. But I mean,
I ain't watched shit this week, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's the playoffs, baby. NBA playoffs. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Knicks start on Saturday. The play-in tournament's going on right now. So a lot of my TV is going to be taken up by the playoffs. So I don't know when I want to get back to regular
television.
Shit.
That's
Yeah. Even
why
though I want to see
That's why I'm gonna be
Suits.
watching shit.
I want to watch Suits.
I can't wait for you to watch it if you just gonna be like, well, I gotta watch this first.
I'm-
I watched The Voice a week after The Voice came out.
Yeah, but you were busy.
No, you were busy. No, there were times you weren't even busy, and I'd be like, let's watch it. You'd be like, right now?
Yeah, because here's the thing. I might not be busy for an hour, but that shit is 2 hours long. I ain't got 2 hours just to be sitting down doing nothing.
Anyway,
But we watched it. Yeah.
we did watch it. So
Yeah, man. All right. Don't forget to join the Patreon. Don't forget to get your tickets for Chicago, May 11th at the Den Theater.
get them now.
Yes,
Get them
yes.
now. Like, get off the podcast, get the tickets.
Well, we ending it, so you ain't get off. You just
But I'm
wait
saying
till
when
it's
you
over.
turn it off, just go
Yeah.
get the tickets and then tell everybody else to get the tickets in Chicago.
Damn right. Also, make sure that you are spreading the word about the podcast, man, as well as leaving reviews, comments, all of that. I know on Spotify they can leave comments about the episodes, and on and the rest of them you can leave reviews. So, do one or the other. Please do that. Put it up there. Tell your friends to check it out. Pick your favorite episode. Like, yo, check this out and tell me what you think. Yeah, man, we really appreciate that. Need all the help we can get. Yeah. So, with that being said, and then we have Sex and Social Jew. Thanks for listening.
Bye.